Oh, hello.
Oh, hello.
Are you okay?
I gotta ingest some carbohydrates and I'll be right there.
Oh, okay. Don't worry.
You got it?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
We got a bounty.
Oh, that's right.
So you have a minute and a half to
Oh.
get a stuff that you need. Do you like the what's it? The bar that I got you?
The Vega bar?
Yeah. I got you the Vega bar.
Right here.
Rigor. Yeah.
Welcome
Oh
to
my gosh, it's so loud. Hello, Chet. Hello. Oh, were you there the whole time? Oh, I didn't notice. Alright, hold on. Do not play automatically. Ta-da! Make it quieter. Alright. Let's roll it, boys!
Welcome to Twitch's Research Power Group, a community where you can help Twitch level up by sharing your opinions. As a member, you'll have a direct line of communication to tell us what you like and what you love, and even vote on things that the whole site will use, like new emotes. Fresh surveys will be available each week. Every time you take one, you will automatically be entered into a sweepstakes for a chance to reap Twitch swag and other kick prizes. Join RPG today and help power level the future of Twitch. Sharing your perspective has never been more rewarding.
Whoa.
See you on the quest, adventurer.
Boom! Twitch RPG is a panel of Twitch community members. Answers earn bits which can be donated to your favorite streamers. Surveys go to help Twitch's brand. Oh, what is this? Survey go to help Twitch's brand partners better understand the value of Twitch and our community. The panel directly increases the amount of the bounties available to creators. So, it is actually important to have you guys sign up. I will copy and paste the link in the chat because we need more bounties. We're on a drought of the bounties right now. So whatever the bounties that they may get, just say yes. Just say yes to all of it. We're on a bounty drought right now. Twitch RPG fun facts. We have been around for over 3 years. We have given out over 1 million bits to members. We're nearing 70,000 participants all over the world. Sign up at the link that I have posted and say yes to all the bounties. Say yes to bounties. Excuse me? What did you say? Who did that? Who's there? Dude, who's there, dude? Who did that? Who did that? Now we never know. The VM. The VM, dude. It was Dan? I don't think so. But that's the end of the bounty. Thank you. You know what? I'm gonna sign up. While you guys are waiting for Ryan, I too will sign up. Where are you from? I'm from North America. Next. What country do you live in? Canada. Next. What year were you born? Next. I am female. Next. Select all that describes what type of gamer you consider yourself.
Mobile gamer.
Get out of here. All of above. PC gamer, console gamer, mobile gamer, all of them. Alright, name.
お兄ちゃん
Yo. Booty. I know it's you. Type in the email. I signed up. Let's see how it looks like. Welcome, Kate. My activities, quick polls, sweepstakes, emote of the month, and then the Twitter. Is there a poll for what kind of bounty should we have? Because I'm gonna say yes to everything. Alright, I have joined. Stay tuned for upcoming activities. Jesus Christ, you scare me. Hey, some guy, what's up? Let's go. I too signed up for it. Hopefully, when they give me a freaking alert for bounty, I'll be like, yes! We want more bounty! Wait, hold on. I put my chat on my right. You signed it up? You signed up too? Oh, nice. If there's any bounty alert, you can give me a bounty alert on my subscriber only Discord. Appreciate that a lot. Now, on to Stardew Valley. I have to fix the title again. I think Ryan is still eating, so let's just give him some time. What's the best way to contact you if I want to ask you some questions? Oh, didn't you ask the question about the darkest dungeon or something? I don't know, man. You can just ask it right now. I looked at it, but I'm like, I don't know, man, was my comment. The best way to contact me is by not contacting me for questions. It was like you were asking like, hey, what kind of character are you, so I can have a mod for Mal's darkest dungeon runs. And I'm just like, dude, I don't know, you can just be creative. I don't care. It's not like if you get it wrong there will be a punishment or something. You don't contact Kate, she contacts you. What is your favorite Kanye album? Beautiful Nightmare? I think that's what it's called. That's the only album that I have anyway. Also, I'm looking for a mod in my chat, so if you are interested, I have subscriber only Discord, and then you can let me know. But I'm looking for people who are active in my chat, not just active viewer, like active in the chat, and also knows about what to do as a mod. So if someone is like, I'm already a mod and blah blah blah's chat, and I also would like to be a mod in your chat, and I'm also active in your chat, and then like this is my Twitch name, and I'll be like, oh, I recognize your name. That's awesome. Ding. Is Dan a mod? No, because Dan did not mod me. If that was, what's it? Mouth said mod for a mod. I modded Mouth in my chat, so I'm mod in Mouth's chat. So, if Dan mods me, then I'll mod Dan. Until then, I will not mod Dan. Because Dan did not mod me. I asked him for 3 months. I'm like, hey, mod me, Dan. Mod me. And then Dan's mods are like, do not give her the power of mods. I'm like, what am I gonna do? What have I ever done? And then he just gave me an MVP. He thinks I'm a freaking danger. I don't know what I'm gonna do. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna ban people who are nice. I have never banned people who are nice. I only ban bad people. VIP is good? Doubt it. Mod is better than VIP. Oh my god. Ryan is ready. Hello.
Hello.
Let me know when you got the game.
It will be under 40 seconds. Okay, playing so much Dicey Dungeons broke my brain.
Yeah, you rage quit.
I was more just like, I submitted. I wouldn't call it a rage quit.
You submitted. You gave the knees.
What is that? Give the knees. A bent the knee?
A bent the knee.
Bent the knee. Yeah.
You
All
gotta
right,
bend
boy.
the knee, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, the game is up.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we have done it.
I should have gotten the snack in between game 3 and game 4.
Yeah, you were like so invested.
I ran out of energy. The energy was just empty. I didn't even know what I was doing anymore.
Am I
And then
offline
every
or
time...
something? No.
Oh,
I'm
you
not.
know what? Actually, I thought you were going to join. I am offline. That's the problem.
That's the problem.
Yeah. There you go. And then people, every time I made a move, people hit me with question mark. And I was like, I don't even know what I did. I don't know if I did it right and you're memeing. I don't know if I did it wrong. And like, you know, if I did it wrong, I don't even know how I did it wrong. So I was fully mind flooded.
Well, you don't have to be mindful about this game. It's simple.
Oh,
All you
Stardew.
gotta do is just make some cheese, make some mayonnaise, make some truffle oil, and you're set.
Stardew is like, it's symbolic to me. It's the end of my streaming week.
Aww.
Then Friday, all I gotta do is, you know, make videos. That's easy. I've been doing it for years.
Yeah, but then on Friday, that's my busiest day.
Yeah. But then on Tuesday, which is my busiest day, you don't do anything related to YouTube or Twitch.
No, I edit videos and stuff.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
They ate all of the grass. Okay, do not. Oh my gosh, the truffle! They found the truffle outside the fence.
Yo, is it a vile truffle?
I think I gotta make the place bigger. They ate all the the grass. I missed 2 subs. Koyota 68. Thank you very much for the sub, and Melody Cash for Twitch Prime subscription. Thank you. 27 months. Will we be playing the Harvest Moon-like games coming to Switch? I don't know, actually. And Fob Clad with the Twitch Prime subscription. Thank y'all. I think I gotta make this place bigger. We got too many animals.
You gotta talk to the lady to upgrade it? Is that how that goes?
No. The fence.
Oh, the fence.
And then I gotta get some grass. First, I should get more grass. I thought didn't we have grass?
I do not recall.
That's weird. I thought we had grass. Did we use it all?
Oh, are you talking about like the grass?
Yeah.
Yeah, I took it all. I threw it. I sold it.
What? Why would you sell it?
I'm just messing with you.
Oh my god. Do not become mouth.
I was just joking.
It poisoned me! It poisoned me! It poisoned me!
I'm still not ready to talk about Project Winter.
Ryan poisoned me! Ryan poisoned me! What do you mean poor Mouth? What are you talking about? Mouth is the one who freaking... It's poor Ryan, not Mouth.
Yeah, exactly.
Crazy people.
That sounds right.
Mouth is the one that was freaking yanking his own chain. Or Ryan's chain.
Oh.
Dude, during Mouth's stream, he was like, you cannot tell this to Ryan. But I have a story to tell you about Ryan during high school. And then the whole chat was like, tell us, we won't tell him. Tell us. And then the story that he said was, during lunchtime, we had 15 minutes left in our lunchtime. And we were playing card games. And someone spooked Ryan from behind. And as you know, Ryan drinks a lot of water. And when he scared Ryan, he peed his pants a little bit. And everyone was like, what? And they're like, don't tell Ryan.
Absolutely did not happen. But I gotta say, Mouth's a great liar. Because a lot of that story, he surrounds the juicy lie with incredible truth. You know? Like, he's right. I drink a lot of water. I can't deny that. So I'm listening to the story and I'm like, sounds good so far. And then he's like, we were playing cards at lunch. And I'm like, we did play cards like almost every lunch break. Maybe this story happened. And then he's like, somebody spooked you and you peed yourself. And I'm like, that doesn't sound right. I don't remember that part.
And then he said, so, you know, before the lunch hour was over, I protected him all the way to the bathroom.
This is absolutely, it is now ridiculous.
And he dried as much as he could. And then someone asked, well, what kind of pants was Ryan wearing?
Oh, here, this could validate it.
And then he said, Ryan only wears blue jeans. And
well,
then,
you know what? He's right. Yeah.
And then the person who asked the question was like, well, he must have peed really, like, a lot in order to see the, like, marks on the blue jeans. Because it's really hard to see, like, marks on the blue jeans. And then that's when people figured out maybe it's not true.
Honestly, after playing Project Winter, I've come to the realization that people are extremely bad at telling truth from lie. People will hear that story and be like, well, he's not lying about the water thing, so he's probably being truthful about everything else. Which is why now when I play Project Winter, I just keep my mouth shut. Because when I tell an ironclad truth, people are like, wow, that's suspiciously perfect. There's not a single falsehood in that statement, so he must be making it up.
And I was like, and everyone was really, like, everyone was laughing, right? It was like, oh my gosh. And then they're like, are you telling the truth? And he's like, yeah, of course I'm telling the truth. But don't tell Ryan. And I'm like, I'm gonna ask Ryan, you know, to confirm or deny about this situation. And he's like, yeah, you should. And then Ryan was like, he's lying.
Yeah, I didn't pee myself in high school. I mean, as late as like probably age 12, I probably have peed myself from laughing too hard. Even in my head, I was like, there's a chance that like, I guess could have happened. And then like the more specific the story got, I'm like, absolutely not. Dude, honestly, neither Mouth nor myself really have embarrassing stories from high school.
Like, you didn't pee your pants?
Well, I definitely didn't pee my pants, but we just had like a pretty, like, you know, inert high school experience. The embarrassing story, I think, is that when the last Harry Potter book came out, we made shirts with another friend of ours that on the back of them said Snape kills Dumbledore. And then we walked down the hall in like a line of 3 people.
Was an animal on loose?
I don't believe so.
I think one animal might have escaped me.
Really? They come back
think
at
so.
night, right?
I don't know. I felt like one animal escaped me.
It's pretty busted too, because like one of our friends got to wear kills, and then Mouth was Snape and I was Dumbledore. So like,
Why are you a Dumbledore?
so I had to wear my jersey just said like Dumbledore on the back, and then you're like, I mean, I couldn't wear the shirt without all of us being around. Otherwise, people were like, this guy must be a huge fan of Harry Potter.
Well, I don't. Why? You don't even look like Dumbledore.
No, it's a spoiler from the movie, or from the books, I should say. It was a different era.
Yeah. And then Mouth told us a story where you guys were going to a movie, and then you guys peed in the back of the movie theater.
Yeah, that definitely happened. It wasn't the back of the movie theater. We peed off a hill that was behind the building.
Yeah.
It's not like we went to the back of the theater where the screen is and like pissed on the screen.
Yeah, but why did you pee in the back of the movie theater hill or whatever?
You know, because there's not a good reason, but like we were underage drinking, so like we stashed the alcohol out in the woods near the theater, and then we were like pre-gaming it out there, and then we had to, you know, if you have to pee, what are you gonna do? You gotta go. It's not like we left the movie and then went to the hill to pee.
Free peeing is pretty liberating. No, what are you?
You get over it. I've done it enough in my life.
Oh my gosh, it's illegal.
It's kind of illegal.
What do you mean it's kind of illegal? Illegal is illegal.
is illegal to do it in a public place.
Yes. Oh my lord. Koyura. Thank you very much for the gift sub. Thank you. I should just wrote your name like Ryan.
Try free pooping.
Oh my god! No! Monsters.
I mean, I wouldn't recommend it.
Of course not. What are you, a monster? Wait, why did you put sap in here?
I don't know. Where does the sap go?
Here, we have like over 1,000 of them here.
We have over 1,000 sap?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's getting late. Try pooping in the campsite bathroom that has no light in the middle of the night. Are you saying that's good thing or that's a bad thing?
I think that
also,
would be
I saw you selling the fences.
I sold 4 fence parts, yeah.
Why?
Well, because I made 4 fence parts.
Yeah, but we can reuse them.
We can also just chop down a tree and get like 100 of them.
You know the trees.
You need to watch
we
getting
gotta save the trees.
Tidy up with Marie Kondo. It's not like I just burned the wood. I just put it out on the free market for somebody else to.
You gotta save the trees, my dude. I forgot to milk the cows.
I mean, to be honest, I'm like the opposite of a free peer now. Like, I would just,
one of our goat is missing. Oh, never mind. Oh.
Sometimes if I'm at like a Canucks game or something like that, urinal opens up. I'm like, nah, you know what? I don't really want to stand next to like 20 dudes peeing. I'll wait for a stall to open up. Sometimes it takes 5 extra minutes. Not a big deal. You gotta treat yourself sometimes.
What happens when you do not milk the cows in real life? Would
How do you think you get how do you think you get cheese?
No.
If you don't milk them if you milk them every day, milk comes out. If you milk them every other day, butter comes out.
No!
If you milk them once a week, then cheese comes out.
What the hell?
Queso, exactly. Well, it depends on the cow. What the heck do you need to make a fermentation barrel? Maybe that could be my project this week. Like quadruple our fermentation barrel output. 50 wood, 40 stone, 8 coal. Alright.
Yeah, and we don't have much of wood, so it's a problem.
What are you talking? Come down here. Whoa, this is looking nice.
Oh, my bee farm.
Look at how many trees are down here. There's a staggering amount of trees right here.
Yeah, that's my tree farm.
Well, I'm chopping them down and then planting some acorns.
Well, you better plant some acorns or it's not reusable.
Oh. I honestly, after the stream, like my stream, I think I ate 800 calories. I feel so much better.
Oh, I see. That's good.
I had a protein bar, a hard taco,
That was
and
like in the span of like 2 seconds too.
Yeah.
How do you do that? I cannot eat fast.
I needed the nutrients inside of my body. Replenish my brain glycogen. Well, I only have one taco because we only have one hard taco shell left. But now we got all the freaking... We got so much beef left.
Do I like your chat? When I told chat to like, hey, stop saying, you know, this only, and then people stopped.
Yo, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, and I appreciate them a lot too.
You hear that?
What?
Tomo jumped up on my desk and went.
I did not hear that.
Then he went.
I don't know if that's true.
Tomo. Oh, he loves the pet. No, I'm like... I had soft shell tortillas last night, but I made tacos. My wife likes the hard taco shells. I like the soft taco shells. Also, I consider the soft taco shells more versatile because I made chicken carnitas in the Instant Pot. But then the soft taco shells all ran out. So the only thing I had left was one hard taco shell. And it was like half broken on the bottom. So I had to eat it like a sandwich, like with one hard taco part on the bottom and one hard taco part on the top. So it was still like any port in a storm, you know what I mean?
I almost sold the stuff that I needed. Yo, Sugar Soap, thank you very much for the 5 months. Thank you.
I've never had a gordita. Honestly, I'm early in my Mexican food journey. I probably had Mexican food for the first time like less than a decade ago. A lot of burritos, a lot of tacos, a lot of fajitas, some mole, some pozole. You know you had it. Yumi, David Miyazaki, and David Miyazaki's wife went to that excellent Mexican restaurant in San Francisco.
The spicy soup.
Yeah, exactly.
I liked it.
It was great.
Yo, Zombie Schoolgirl, thank you very much for 6 months.
Had some flautas. I've had one torta. I've had huevos rancheros. Doritos. That's it. I'm done.
You know the game that we'll be playing? Animal Crossing.
Yo, I cannot wait.
I remember when I tried to get you play Animal Crossing for your first time in your life, you were like, this game is so stupid.
Now, I'm all about those lifestyle games. Pokemon Go, Animal Crossing, sign me up. I can't wait. Yo, I got 2 things for chat, though. Somebody in chat said, you ever come back to San Francisco, you got to go to El Farolito. David Miyazaki took me to El Farolito when I was there to preview XCOM 2. It was delicious. It was the best burrito I've ever had in my entire life, by far. And then somebody in chat said, hey, Vancouver food question. Have you ever been to Danbo Ramen? And if so, is it good? It's our favorite ramen joint.
That is true. At least it's my favorite. Ryan's
It's still
like,
my favorite.
okay. Well, you were like, the other place you still really like it, or something like that.
I like Santoka a lot. Yeah, but Danbo I think is just better. Santoka's close though. And sometimes at Danbo it's like an hour and a half wait, and at Santoka you might just walk in. So Oh, they opened one in New York City. Wow. I mean, it's really good.
I don't know if it's as good as Vancouver, but it's good.
It's the only downside to Donbo, at least at Donbo in the West End on Robson, is that it's got a lineup all the time except maybe like 10:30 at night. You might be able to just walk in. We used to be able to walk in almost any time of day, and then it must have somebody picked it up.
Yeah, someone
ruined the secret. Which is good because they should be, you know, making money hand over fist. But
what does it mean by hand over fist?
I actually don't know. It's just a thing people say.
I just want to know the origins of like all these weird sayings. You know what I'm saying?
You know, I look it up in my Isaac videos all the time.
What just happened, dude? Sugar Soap gave 10 gift subs? It seems more than 10.
Let's go.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Poggers. Can we roll out?
Okay, you want to poggers one more time?
I don't know what that means. Do I want to poggers one more time?
Yeah.
What does that mean, Mr. Boomer?
It means I'm about to do something pog-worthy.
Oh, okay. I'm ready.
Meet me on the map. Did you go into the house?
No, I'm outside. Busy farming.
Well, you're going to feel mighty silly. Look at this.
Oh, let's go, dude. Good stuff.
And then I'm going to save our blueberries so that we can make jam all year.
So why do you hate blueberries?
Not this again.
I still cannot believe it's like my favorite clip. Mouth is like, ah! Ryan's poison! Ryan poisoned me! Ryan poisoned me! And then Ryan is like panicking, like, what? No! No, it's not from me! It's Scotch! It's Scotch! It's Scotch is me! It's Scotch! It's so good.
Yeah, that day of Project Winter was pretty fun.
And then they're like, I think it was Bam. She was like, yeah, if he was poisoned, then he'll be throwing up. And he's not, so he's not poisoned. And then he's like, I'm just joking. This is my forest.
Here we go.
Did you plant them all?
I did. There's only two reasons amongst many that I'm tilted by Project Winter. One is if you go back and look at the four games we played on Tuesday, literally everybody that gaslighted me were also survivors, which is just I just don't get it. Like, what? They're trying to throw a monkey wrench into their own machine. When they're traitors and they're throwing monkey wrenches, I'm like, I get it. That makes sense. And then the other thing was that Dan killed me in the fourth game for no reason. But apart from that...
You have blood in your hand! You have blood in your hand! Anyone who got blood in your hand will die! it's a new season. Dude, I mean, like, for me, the problem that I had, you were like, oh my gosh, I saw what happened. Guys, it's Justin. It's Justin. And then first thing Austin said was, wait, why are we listening to Ryan? Maybe Ryan's the killer and Justin is not the killer.
Austin, if I had treated Austin the way that he treated me in those Project Winter games, he would have lost his mind.
And then Austin died in the same game. And you're like, oh, really? Justin's the killer, Justin's the killer. And then you went, oh, really? I think every time when you said, like, this person killed me, be careful. I think Austin said, I don't trust you.
Yeah.
I think all 4 games.
Well, in the second game, he was a traitor. He killed me fair and square. I wasn't mad about that one. I thought he played that one pretty well.
Oh my lord! Virtuous Sin! Thank you very much for the gift sub. Thank you, thank you. Very blessed day today.
Yo. Do you need wheat?
Yes.
I have 8 wheat for you.
Yes! I need them. And then the first problem that I had with your Project Winter on Tuesday was that Austin was like, I don't trust you. I don't trust you. And then just like didn't listen. And then the second one was Chet thinking that Dan is actually the greatest player.
Here, I'll put it in a chest because
Yeah,
there's a lot of it. I'll put it in this top one here.
Dan was like, oh my gosh, DNA! 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 And I was like, no. Dude, we need more wheat.
That's all that grew.
None of the bundles are equal to 10. We got 9 silver star, 2 gold star, and 8 non-star.
That is pretty funny.
That's freaking cursed, yo.
Alright, if we want more barrels.
Guess
I got one more day.
5 more seeds.
Wow, Mayor Lewis just sent me a letter. I need more truffle oil. Don't ask me why. What a weirdo. Just a very strange comment.
Well, and then I asked Ryan, so like, was Dan a good player? Because the whole chat was like, you know, he's the one who actually did it. And then Ryan said, nah, he didn't do anything.
I mean, in the first game, he did win, but I also won my first game as a trader, and I didn't know what I was doing. All I did was like try to get people distracted in conversation. I think when you got a lot of first-time players, being the trader is very easy. Because they're probably just not going to do it anyway. But that's not to take anything away from him. But I can't really say, like, that he's a good player. Because as a survivor, he killed, like, 2 other survivors in that last game. That takes a lot of points away from your power rankings, I think.
But he was like, ladies and gentlemen, this is how we do it. First time Project Winter, also the winner. And then Bear was like, I hate you personally. On personal level, I hate you, Dan. And I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, Babs and Justin are really good. They play the game, you know, I think they have an emphasis on you know, having a fun time, but they also got good strategy and just deception going on.
I couldn't believe the chat was like, oh my gosh, Dan did it. Dan actually did it. Kevin! Kevin!
I didn't realize what cabin was for until I got lost in the blizzard and I realized that you could use their voice.
Yeah, same.
Like, I didn't think the voice was that good that you could actually use it to tell if you're getting closer or further away, but it's actually really solid.
Yo, Shadow Knight, thank you very much for the cheers. Love what you do. Keep it up. Thank you. Kevin. Kevin.
That's all I'm saying, is that I would have been less mad if at least the people that were constantly saying I was a liar were actually traitors. But as survivors, when they were getting up in my grill about like, oh, you saw a traitor? Pretty suspicious. I was like, who do you work for? I'm the only one out here cracking rocks open to get gears made. Everybody else is like, wow, you're working pretty hard on the objective. It's very suspicious.
I think maybe like Austin was like, Ryan's so good. We gotta like, you know, we cannot let Ryan win or something. I don't know. But I like the part where you saw the trader crate open and then Mouth was close to it. And you're like, oh my gosh, the trader crate is open. And then Mouth comes over and is like, oh my gosh, yeah, the trader crate is open. And then you're like, Mouth is like, you're the traitor. And it's like, no, Ryan's the traitor, Ryan's the traitor. And then he just runs towards the group. It's like, Ryan's the traitor, Ryan's the traitor.
What a guy.
Freaking love it. Yeah, I mean, when we're playing Secret Neighbor, I really liked when I was like, oh my gosh, it's Austin, Austin's the killer. And then people knocked Austin down, but nobody picked him up because we got distracted by the killer. And it's like, why am I dying? Why am I dying? I don't want to die. I don't want to. And he just goes away. It's so good. That's like that, and then I freaking stepped on my own situation here.
If anything, that aggravates me more because I'm like, you watch me play Secret Neighbor, you can see I'm not that good at the deception element. So the fact that everybody's assuming I'm playing like 4D chess when I'm just trying to turn wood and ore into gears is insane to me.
Yeah, but it was really funny. Freaking. But then, like, the reason why we didn't notice it was Ryan said it so quietly, so we couldn't hear what he was saying. So the VoIP saved Ryan, but Josh was like, "Oh my gosh, it's Ryan! It's Ryan!" And then you were like, "It's not me! It's not me!"
For anybody that thinks I'm being salty for no reason, I do feel the need to point out I was also the traitor 2 times in Secret Neighbor. One of the times, Josh said he saw Kate's name twice, and therefore it must be me. And I have no idea what the hell he's talking about at all, because I didn't do that. Like, I literally didn't do anything. I was trying to, but I didn't transform or anything. And then the second time, after I got discovered, my game glitched and it left me stuck in the freaking chair.
That's right.
In the neighbor's room.
That was pretty good. Why am I dying? Why am I dying? I don't want to die. I don't want to.
So, if anything, the reason I hit some frustration with those games is that I've had like 15 runs in a row that have just been like me trying to either find gears or find keys. And then whenever I'm like, hey, I saw Justin take out a gun and shoot Babs in the face, people are like, oh yeah, or maybe you had a gun and you shot Babs in the face. And I was like, all right, well, I guess screw you, and I'm just not gonna talk for the rest of the game.
I also like they didn't clip it, but I also like the part where the what's it, like, plane rescue pod came down from the sky, and then you're like, I need this, I need this, and then Justin got in. You're trying to like get out of it. Like, I need this. It was so good. I never heard any like that kind of desperation from Ryan's voice before.
I just needed a dub.
I need this. It was pretty good. Yeah, for the first time when he got into solo pod, he was like, oh. I like watched your perspective, and then your chat was like, just get on. And you were like, I can get on. And it's like, yeah. And then you're like, okay, I'm gonna get on. And then I'm freaking out there with the Justin and Bab trying to, fix shit. And then you're like, wait, before I go, I gotta say something. And then you like press the control key and it's like, Pete, I'm gonna go. And I was like, where are you going? You're like, I'm going, goodbye, love you. I was like, where are you going? And there's like, the plane just go, And freaking chat loved it because you abandoned me. And I'm like, why do you guys love it so much that Ryan has abandoned me? I don't understand.
It's the only way I can get a win.
It was the same. It was my voice was the same tone as Austin. Why am I dying? Don't let me die. Did you fart? Oh my gosh.
No, I'm just putting these gold star blueberries into the preserves jar.
Nice.
And then tomorrow I'm gonna upgrade my freaking axe. I gotta get 10 more levels on my freaking hammer. Look, I've been talking a lot today.
Word wrong.
I recorded a dicey episode and 2 Streets of Rogue episodes before the stream as well.
Yeah, that's why I was like, oh my gosh, she's actually really loving it.
It's a great game.
Did you ever punch mouth?
No.
You never wanted. How about? Have you ever wanted?
You didn't ask if I wanted to. I wanted to punch him pretty bad in Project Winter.
That would have been pretty good. Here, that's your truffle oil, Ryan. You can have.
What do I do with it?
Mayor wanted it, right?
Yeah, but I don't know where he lives. I don't really care to deliver things. I like to keep to myself in this game.
Yeah, but that's not the purpose of this game.
The purpose of this game, I have on good authority, is you just make your own fun. So you can play. There's no wrong way to play.
You know what? That's That's okay.
And at least for the last like month, all I've been doing is fishing. So this is a new change of pace for me.
You should fix all the fences. It's all.
Yeah, but they break again. I'd rather just fix them later.
What? No, you gotta fix them, or it's bad. Like it's already bad.
Yeah, but what do you mean it's bad?
Like it's gone. Like the fences are gone.
Yeah, but so what?
What do you mean? So what?
I mean, what do we need the fence for?
To keep things in order.
I don't know. It all seems a little bit unnecessary to me.
Dude, you said this game is the way to make your own fun.
It sounds like you would have fun if the fence was secured.
Yeah, so fix the
So
fence.
you should do what you're making your own fun by bossing me around.
Yeah,
I got my
that's part of
own.
it.
I got my own work to do. All right, but if I gotta get more wood for the fence, I gotta go to your freaking tree farm.
Oh no, I know. I got trees. I got
All right,
wood.
hold on. I gotta
last night.
upgrade
got
my
woods last
axe
night.
anyway from this Joker. I gotta upgrade my pickaxe maybe.
What? Axe or pickaxe? Choose one.
I don't know which one do you think's better.
What? Probably axe because you don't go to the mines.
I went to the mines yesterday.
Why did you go to the mines yesterday?
I needed rocks to make more jam jars.
Hmm.
Well, we need. Let me see. What do we need to make fermentation barrels? We
I think
need
we have enough.
wood, copper, iron, oak. That's not a problem. We need wood, so I will give him my pickaxe so that I can get wood
an
in the
axe.
meantime.
No.
No, I'm gonna give him my pickaxe so I can still use my axe. Steel.
Is there a different fence? Is there? Oh, there's a stone fence. You know what?
Yeah,
I'm gonna upgrade all of them to the stone fences.
That's fair. Donkey, 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 donkey.
Dude, I don't
Dicey
know how
Dun-
stone
oh.
fence. How am I supposed to know?
Dicey Dungeons is really good though.
I'm glad you're having fun.
6 character broke my brain wide open, but the robot is so good.
When I saw robot, I'm just like, it's Kate Robot.
It's got a really cute character design. I think I think critics are sleeping on that game. I saw like some of the reviews, like the higher side tended to be like in the 8s, and then saw some jokers giving it like a 6.
It's the
From what?
same thing happened with Monster Hunter.
They don't get it.
Yeah, Monster Hunter, when it first came out, people were like, this game sucks. Why would you ever want to hunt monsters non-RPG style?
Gotta kill the same monster 10 times to get
No,
armor.
like their problem was like, controls bad, like it's so grindy, what's the point? And then people freaking loved it, and the critics went like, oh, it's actually good. But if you look at like the first review of the first, like not the first review, review for the first game, they were like, this game sucks. Maybe it's the same thing with the...
Could be. We'll see what
Dicey
happens with when Dicey Dungeons Worlds comes out.
Dungeon World! That's pretty good. That joke is pretty good.
Thank you.
Maybe they were like, there's not enough water.
Well, I don't want to like be rude because they might have even played more than I have, to be fair. But one of the things was like, there's not that much content, and yeah, I get that. But you know, maybe it just seems fresher because I've been playing the same roguelite for 3,400 hours. But is exactly what I needed right now. It's a nice little breath of fresh air. Plus, my brain understands dice better than it understands cards.
Dude, they should add egg dice. Or dice that looks like you.
You know, I wouldn't. They have my blessing, but I feel a little weird asking for it. Don't think that's necessary.
That'll be cool. I'm sure that will add like updates to like DLCs and more quests and more characters and stuff. I don't think.
I mean, to be honest, even if they don't, the characters play so differently as compared to like any other roguelites, different characters. With all due respect to Gungeon, all the characters are like the same. And in Dicey Dungeons, all the characters are like they're different on a fundamental level. Like down to their core, they're a different. It's like playing a different game.
Usually, from the experience, when indie game developer gets the jackpot, they don't go, "Oh, that's it, goodbye." Most of, like, I would say 99.9%, they'll be like, either the sequel is coming out, or they're gonna like patch the game for more content or like DLCs. Like, no way. Like, most of the times, developers don't go, "Well, I hope you enjoy that game. That's my last, so goodbye."
Well, hopefully it's a gold mine then.
I mean, I follow the developer of that game, and then they're like so stoked that it's doing so well.
Oh, Terry Kavanaugh?
Yeah. I really doubt he would be like, "All right, we hit the jackpot, everybody. Just let's go home." No more. You will never see any of Dicey Dungeon ever again. You know? I'm pretty sure they're like, "This is awesome. Alright, let's like put more characters in. Let's like, you know, add more levels." Like, I think they're gonna have fun with it.
Well, I hope so.
I'll be super surprised that they wouldn't. But yeah, I checked out the reason why Spelunky 2 got delayed is because so many people left a comment saying, like, you know, some of the ground textures seemed like a little too undetailed, I guess, like kind of hollow. So he took the feedback, so he's adding more details onto it. So that's why it's taking longer. Which is great, because, you know, when people are like, "Hey, you know, I played your, you know, beta, and this is what I saw, and I would like something like this," and then instead of him being like, "How dare you?" they're like, "You know, despite, like, you know, I may not agree with your comment, I see enough people commenting on it, and maybe it's better for me to just do it." And I'm like, that's how, I don't know, I feel like it seems logical to do so, but it's hard to see people kind of doing that in this industry, I think.
Yeah.
I think many people are like, "How dare you? You know, I know my shit. Don't say, you don't like, you know, like, don't comment on something of my creation or something," and, you know,
but then he hits you with the Epic Games exclusive.
Oh my god. Honestly, I cannot, I really do not care. It's just another launcher, dude. What's the problem?
I'm not touching this with a 10-foot pole.
You were the one who brought it up.
But I agree 100%.
Dude, the music is so cute in this.
Yo. Booty just reminded me. Saturday, Suicune raids. Suicune?
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 Yeah.
I don't know what it's called.
Sui raid? Sweet, sweet.
Anyway, I don't have that Pokemon.
Oh, okay. It's a water
I want to
dog.
raid it. Plus, I bought
Sweet,
like 18 raid passes.
That's $18.
No, because I got it in a bundle.
Oh.
But I had that glitch where I bought the coins and then Google
Oh yeah, and then they said
the game crashed, and then
yeah.
I loaded it up and I had bought them twice, and I was like, I
They
spent
got you.
$7 more than I wanted to, but I was like, nah, I just invested $7 more.
They got you. I was like, I almost did that, and then you were like, oh, that's a bug. Just restart the app. And I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Well, I'm jealous, Cinder Dragon, that you get the EX raid invites. I make an effort. I go to the
Yeah,
EX
Ryan does.
gyms. I tap down the 16 Mystic, Tryhard, Blizzy, Chansey, all the like
Antsy?
the Salamence, all the annoying Pokemon. I get them. Salamanca. I kill him. I put my Pokemon in. 10 seconds later, he gets yeeted back to me. And then I spin the stop 15 times a week. No EX raid since the first one back in
Yeah, it's because you said, I hate this. And then the Pokemon God heard you saying that, and now they're not blessing us with the EX pass.
Oh, you know what? We did do a raid at the EX gym, and I haven't opened the game today. So
Oh, that's true.
If they went out today,
Possible.
then it's possible. What is even it's still Deoxys speed?
Speed, yeah.
Well, I still need it, unfortunately. So I'm not gonna say anything.
EX raid is it's harder. Harder than just a normal raid. And it's invitation only. And in order to get invited to EX raid, there are gyms that are exclusive, EX gyms. And if you raid there, if you take the gym or take care of your gym members' Pokemon, there are chances of you receiving the EX raid pass. Yo, Merrick's welcome back. 63 months. Let's go.
Wow. No EX raid pass.
Oh no.
Womp, womp. Whatever.
Now I need to open mine.
I don't want that stupid Pokemon anyway. It sucks. I got 18.
What is your
Rayquazas or
attitude
something.
always this? This sucks
It
anyway.
sucks. You want to know how many Rayquazas I got, Deoxys? You want to get jealous? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13
You have
Rayquazas.
13?
I got 13 Rayquazas.
Oh my god.
I don't need a stinky Deoxys, open parentheses, speed. How many are shiny? 1. But that's still, it's a pretty good hit rate.
Yeah.
I probably failed to catch at least 3.
Ryan's not too salty about that now, which is
No, because now I go out for raids by myself, so I know that there's other. I've come to recognize the turbo nerds in our neighborhood. Sometimes
Dude, it's so
I'll
crazy.
walk
Ryan actually know people.
I'll walk 800. I was gonna say 800 kilometers, but I'll walk. I don't know, maybe a few kilometers actually to a raid, and then when I go there, I see the same 4 people, and I'm like, we're good. I got nothing to worry about.
The legendary men with the 4 cell phones.
I only see that guy in the hot areas. The dude with the Logitech keyboard box with 4 phones in it. But if I see him, I just stay close. Because I know he's an instant raid victory.
Yeah. All of his, I guess, characters, accounts, are level 40.
Yeah, it's pretty insane.
But after a raid is over, you have to wait like 20 minutes because he has 4 cell phones to catch. Well, I don't think I got the raid pass either, Ryan.
Well, at least we're in the same boat.
Yeah, it's okay.
Although if one of us got it, don't you get an invite to send it to the other person?
Exactly, that's why I checked.
Yeah. We only need one of us in the future.
I can check my second phone. Second phone might have gotten it. Or is that the noise of like, I doubt it?
It's the noise of like, oh, I got a great wife. If she would invite me to the EX raid instead of her primary phone account.
That's like positive. That's like a glasses half full way to looking at it, or way to say it. I'm pretty sure what was happening in his head was like, well, if my secondary phone was getting the invitation, then definitely Kate is going to invite her main phone to raid. So that was the
sour,
realistic.
or you could be sugar.
That was the realistic way to look at it. How Ryan put it was, I would say, a very optimistic, nice.
I will say I have no idea what the heck I'm supposed to do with 13 Rayquazas.
You give them berries.
It's like you do the raid because you want it to be a shiny or you want the experience, and I need both. And then afterwards you're like, well, I just did the raid. I'm not gonna like not try to catch it. Then you catch it and you're like, now 10% of my inventory is this Rayquaza.
Yeah, but
But if you transfer them, you went through so much to get them, and then they're only gonna transfer for like 1 candy. It's like one. I guess it's a legendary candy, so that's worth something. But still,
you can just keep the best 8.
I guess that makes, or even like the best 6, so that you can make 1 full squad.
Yeah.
But then, you know, what's 1 squad of Rayquazas actually good against? Other Rayquazas?
No, it's a dragon type, so it's basically good at everything. Except the ones that they're weak against.
But it's not the best.
What do you mean?
I would rather just roll in there with 4 Tyranitars most of the time.
Yeah,
Chunk
but
them up.
he's not always the best overall either. There's no best. It's all like rock, paper, scissors.
Well, you gotta keep your shiny for sure, and then you gotta keep your highest IV. But we'll see. I don't know. My real problem is Stardust, but we don't need to get into that.
Dude, when someone tweeted me and then they showed me that they have like 4.5 million Stardust, I was like, what?
It's a little much. Yeah, it's 3 times Stardust right now, but I haven't been getting outside as much this week. Maybe, definitely tomorrow, I'll go for like a long walk. But like tonight, we're gonna be done at like 8, maybe even a little later. And it's just, you know, it's August, sun's starting to go down a little earlier. Gets a little, I wouldn't say like harder, but it's like less enjoyable to be walking outside like at night.
Oh, thank you. I'm glad you like my hat.
What kind of hat you got there?
It's a sailor's hat.
Oh.
Are you excited for PAX West?
Yeah, I am actually. It's definitely like this year, it totally snuck up on me. Other years, I've been like, oh, it's only 1 month till PAX. This year, I'm like, oh, that's right, PAX in a couple weeks. It's gonna be nice, little vacation.
Yeah.
None of our friends come to the West Coast anymore, but David will be there.
I mean, that's good enough for me.
It's better that way. Just concentrated David Miyazaki time. I don't even think they have a booth this year. I think he's just coming to like...
Yeah. That's what he says. That's why he's like...
just coming to hang out.
Yeah, so it's awesome. He said he just has a thing on Friday night. But that's it.
Okay. I mean, it's pretty nuts. He's like... He's probably been to like 12 countries this year already.
I know.
He's also going to Gamescom next week, which then there's like a 2-day break, and then it's PAX, so...
You know, I was like, maybe when I get older, I won't be able to travel all that much, and I was like a little sad about it, but then I see David, and I'm just like, you know what, never mind, maybe it'll be the opposite. Maybe I will actually travel to 12 different countries in 1 year.
Well, you know, I'm gonna be at home taking care of Ruka and Tomo then.
I mean, you are already.
It's true.
what are you doing differently than when I'm gone?
I just give up the hope that you would feed them the wet food this morning. If it's just me. Ooh, all the jams popped.
I wonder if I will get over it when they're like, I'm 20 years old. I'm so old now.
Yeah, well, it's hard to get over it when you're 30 years old, and then every time your wife has a birthday, she's like, oh, I'm old now.
Yeah. But I can't stand it when other people are doing it.
Yeah.
When they're like 20 years old and they're like, oh my gosh, you're so old. And I'm just like, I want to freaking punch them. I'll be like, shut up.
Oh, my favorite show that I watched when I was 8 has been canceled for 2 years. I'm old.
Is this roasting Kate Day or something? Wait, what? What did I get roasted on?
It's not roasting my wife to say that I've been feeding the cats wet food.
It's true. What he's saying is truth.
Honestly, like, I don't want to toot my own horn, but I've been like a pretty good husband for like 6 weeks. I mean, like, for
what happened on the 7th week?
For 5 years, but like in the past 6 weeks, I'm also like, I've been doing the dishes. Kate's been doing the dishes as well, to be fair. Doing the laundry, feeding the cats every day, cleaning the litter box, doing a vacuuming. Kate's also been doing some vacuuming, doing a sweeping, taking the garbage down, picking up the packages.
I like how you have a
Cooking the dinners.
Record. Huh?
Cooking the dinners as well.
Yeah.
Thanks, Shadowbringer.
I was like, Ryan's such a good pet owner. Because Ruka was like, I want to play. And then, there are times that cats want to play, but then it's not, like, you don't want to play. So you're like, maybe like later. But then Ryan's just like, even though he didn't want to play with them, he's like, well, my actual human sons want to play right now, so I guess we'll play. So he did.
Yeah,
and I'm like, yo. He's a great pet owner.
Yeah,
and I told him.
And I appreciate it. And then when I play with the cats, even though I'm tired, I sign on to the stream and my wife makes fun of me for going to bed early.
What? When did I do that?
Like, I don't know when that was. When was that?
I didn't make fun of you going to bed early. I said I'm not allowed to stay up because of my husband trying to
That's
sleep,
true.
and he's gonna beat me up if
No,
I don't go.
That's probably one of like the 3 things you shouldn't joke about. I'll leave the other 2 up to everyone's imagination.
But I said I will beat you up all the time, though.
Yeah, it's a double standard for sure. You just learn to live with it. But yeah, that's the truth as well. It's not that, like, I'm not really that scared of Kate. Like, I'm scared of her, like, psychologically. But physically, if she tried to fist fight me, it's not going to be that bad.
Dude, I'll just kick your balls really hard.
I mean, there is always that, yeah, but I'm not that concerned.
My plan of escape is to kick his ball as hard as I can and then just run.
Escape from what?
I don't know. Just in case of danger.
I'm the ideal husband right now.
in case of, Fight Club happens. Then what I'll do is kick your balls as hard as I can and then run as fast as I can.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's what I would do.
And then for Ryan, he will just pick me up. And then...
Well, I mean, there's a variety. I could just run away for sure. That would probably work.
You think you can run away from me?
Okay, I can definitely outrun you.
Yes, you can. He's fast.
I'm not even that fast, but
Dude, you can run a marathon.
I cannot run a marathon.
You can.
When I was in running shape.
I saw you running.
No, when I was in running shape, I was like, I probably could have run a half marathon. But a marathon is that's a little much.
I saw my husband running non-stop for like an hour and a half. And I was like, are you not dying? How can you... Like, it's not like jogging. Like actual, like running for non-stop an hour and a half. And I'm just like, are you not dying? And then he's like, nah, it's all good.
It was jogging.
No, you were running.
I mean, yeah, but like... Not like... It wasn't like a sprint. It was just... I would describe it as jogging.
I would describe that as running. You weren't like la la la. You were like.
I mean, for anybody who knows running, it was like my pace was usually like 7 kilometers per hour.
That's running, dude.
I mean, it is literally running. But it's also jogging. Like, I don't know, like, that's not that fast.
That's fast! I mean, sure, you're not like Usain Bolt, but like, it's fast. It's not like, like when you see my mom jogging, that's jogging.
I've never seen your mom jog.
Well, okay, if you watch my mom try to run, that's jogging. But then, if you like compare to you, obviously, and then when I see you running, you're running. It's not jogging.
She is right though. I mean, before I tore my meniscus, which by the way, I thought I was over, and then when I was out in the rain on Saturday, just feel a little ache in the knee where I screwed it up.
I can't believe that happened. Where? How old are you?
This is 5 years ago. Almost.
Oh my gosh.
It's like 4 years and 11 and a half months ago.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, like, be careful out there. Because when you get to, apparently when you're 25, That's when your body stops being able to recover from these injuries.
I don't know
But-
about that.
I was running 10K 5 times a week. And like it was pleasant. I mean, I was sweating, but I wasn't like, I didn't feel like my heart was going to explode.
No. And also, like, you were running. Like, when Ryan says he's jogging, he's not jogging. Like, that's 1000% running.
My wife, she's my biggest fan.
It's true.
That's right. If I'd been playing, if Pokemon Go had existed back then, I would have gotten the 50K reward every week. Although, honestly, like,
I would have attached my cell phone onto your back.
and like, I don't know. When I'm running, I like having music in. Or like an audiobook, but I don't want to look at my screen. Just kind of zone out.
Dude, now Mouth is in chat. Could you tell us embarrassing story of his?
First off, I would never. Secondly, Mouth doesn't have embarrassing stories.
Well, he did. He sold you out today, saying you peed your pants when you were in high school.
He was joking.
I said, we were like, are you sure? And then he's like, yeah. So I don't know if he was joking.
No, I honestly can't really think of an embarrassing Mouth story.
Did he bring a prom dance?
You know, he was very intoxicated at prom. But at that
That's
point,
illegal.
At that point, I had never consumed alcohol in my life. So I probably thought it was like a little crazier than it was. Plus, I mean, you know, it's prom. You only get one of them.
I mean, you can get more than one if you want.
Yeah, if you're the guy who goes off to college and then comes back and goes to prom with a
No,
you're a
like
senior, which is really
I
weird.
went to 2 proms because my ex-boyfriend was 1 year older than me.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
I went to his and then I went to mine.
Now, did you know we went to high school with a girl who brought like a 23-year-old dude to prom?
Oh my gosh, is that legal?
I talked about it in an Isaac episode. Like, I remember she had like a 22 or 23-year-old boyfriend when she was 17, and I was like, man, that's not fair. Like, how are the teenagers, like, we're just boys, how are we supposed to compete with a real man? And then when I got a little older, I was like, that dude's a loser. What kind of 22-year-old is like, yeah, I want to spend all my time with a teenager? This is like embarrassing. But then I also recalled that, you know, I grew up in such like Hick Central that my neighbor who was my friend was 12 and he was dating a 19-year-old girl.
Oh
And
my gosh!
they lived next to each other, and when I recalled it, even in the episode, I was like, that's gross.
That's fucked up. Bro.
But when you're like, I was 12 or 13, and I was like, yo, that's pretty cool, dude. Now I'm like, man, why didn't his parents, like, I'm not necessarily saying your first step would be calling the police, but like, should have at least gone over to their house and been like, hey, did you know your adult daughter is dating my preteen son? Can you knock that off right away, or I'll call the cops?
Yeah.
To be honest, these people, they're simple folks, you know? They're like,
I don't think that's right term, but
I'm not saying it should be permitted. I'm just saying, like, I think the adults there sadly didn't see anything wrong with it.
Yeah, that's fucked up. I know when I was in grade 12, one of the girl got engaged, but got engaged to same age boy. Like it,
Oh, I mean,
it
maybe
wasn't
not.
like, yeah.
Maybe not a bright idea, but nothing like too unusual going on there. No, like I know he wasn't lying, and this is gonna sound like this is Project Winter all over again. But the guy I said was my neighbor wasn't actually my neighbor. He was 2 houses away, and his girlfriend lived in the one house that was in between us. So everybody knew everybody. Ryan's the traitor. That's like, again, I don't know how many of those are relationships posts that are horrible or are actually true, and how many of them are made up. But like the majority of the ones that are really bad are like, hey, I'm a 19-year-old woman and my boyfriend is a 55-year-old man. Is it weird that he wears the same socks for a whole week before he washes them? And then everybody's like, you know, maybe like there's something wrong with him and that's why he's dating somebody 36 years younger than him. And then she's like, you frig off. You don't know anything. Like, we're in love. Age is just a number. And you're like, yeah, but something's not right. Because I feel like most women his age, they'd be like, oh, you're not changing your socks, huh? Like, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing? You're like a little kid. I'm an adult woman. I'm about to get the senior's discount. You haven't figured out how to wash your socks yet, or like. Anyway, like Malf said, like Tommy Wiseau said, you know what they say, love is blind.
Oh my gosh. Well, I think we're talking about Mal's prom date.
I mean, it's not a weird story. He went to prom with a lady, and he was intoxicated. Like, probably like 75% of male high school seniors that went to prom.
Who was the one that said, let's get drunk?
I have no idea. I wasn't there when the beverages were imbibed. I was the designated driver. No joke. But not even for them. They had a limo.
Oh, you weren't invited?
I was not invited to the limo, no. But it was more of like a circumstantial thing. The limo was from a different social circle, and then Malf, via his date, got limo access.
Mmm.
Yeah, smart dude. Free limo access. Probably didn't even pay for the alcohol. Genius. Meanwhile, I drove my dad's 2006 Honda Accord Coupe, by the way. That's right. It's got the 3.2 liter engine instead of the 2.4 it comes with. Unfortunately, it's only a 2-door, so if you want to get 4 people, you got to put the front seat down. But anyway, it's got a little zip, let me tell you that.
Little zip.
That was a fun car to drive. Better than our car, unfortunately.
Freaking, our car is so bad. I hate it.
It's like driving a brick. That's trapped in a washing machine. Yo, I went to prom in my 2005 Accord. That thing can vroom. Yeah, I'm not even messing with you. It was a fun car to drive. That car had some real get up and go.
That
It wasn't
thing
like
can
driving
vroom.
it wasn't like driving a Porsche or something, but it was pretty fun to drive.
Yo, Arcanum Sanctus, thank you very much for the Twitch Prime subscription. Thank you. My husband went a little too far with the tree planting, I feel like.
I had nothing to do because my pickaxe was gone. I had to do something.
He went a little
It'll
too
just
far.
take a few days and they'll be back. I put all the wood in the chest anyway if you need it.
The declining of trees. Yo, Datster, thank you very much for 51 months. On my prom, well, when I was in grade 11, so my ex-boyfriend's prom, I got on their limo, too. But it was lame because we couldn't do anything.
You didn't have like an underage hookup for? It sounded so wrong. You didn't have a hookup for beer for underage drinking? You didn't have a liaison you could approach for alcohol despite being underage?
Oh my god. Oh, that's pretty funny.
Thank you.
It was expensive, but it's okay.
What?
Nothing's all good.
Dude, I remember everything about our prom, and it made me want to leave my high school even faster. I remember we went to the only banquet hall in our town, I think. I don't know, there might be more, but the most popular banquet hall in our town, that we had like a pretty bad buffet dinner, and then
What? You guys had buffet dinner?
Yeah.
That was included in your prom?
I mean, we paid for tickets, but is this really relevant?
I don't know. I was just.
Well, I don't know. I was waiting for the further line of questioning to illuminate for me what the what the problem was.
Well, like, I don't know. We didn't.
What'd
we
you
didn't
have?
it.
You didn't have any food?
No, we rented a hotel, so they served us food.
Yeah, same difference. Yo, I have more wheats.
Let's go. Well, I mean, for your earlier question, we did not drink. Because they were really uptight about it.
Well,
yeah,
and
I think
it's illegal.
someone died. Like, because of the, underage drinking and driving. Like, it was pretty not a cool thing to do. So, nobody drank. And then even the school, I think the principal or whatever, was like, if we discover that you are drinking during prom, we're gonna expel you. So. Yeah,
but you already. Oh, I guess you were a junior, so I understand. I mean, obviously, they didn't serve alcohol at our prom. It was only the oldest people there were like 18.
Even if you're a senior, if you get expelled, then you don't get to graduate from high school.
I don't think they would do that.
Dude, I don't know about your school, but my school was dead serious about that.
It's not worth taking the risk, but I don't think they would do that.
I don't know. I think they were. My school was pretty uptight, yo. They, I remember we have to do like interview before we graduate, so that the teacher knows that you're ready to graduate. Because if they believe that you're not ready to graduate through the interview, then they can make you not graduate and then have you stick around for extra year. And there was a kid. He went to the interview with like gym shorts and stuff, and he was like, "Hey, what's up, teach?" And then they said, "Well, you failed, so you have to stick around for another year."
Honestly, if I was that kid's dad, I would sue the school for everything they're
you
worth.
You cannot sue. You cannot sue them.
I absolutely think you can sue the school in that situation.
I don't think so. They said you have to dress up and you have to like be prepared for this. Like they warned us.
To graduate from high school.
Yeah.
That principal's losing his job.
I mean, the school is still standing, so.
Yeah, that's because all the parents are cowards.
I mean, either instead of suing them, you can
Hey,
just
your
tell...
son's got a 4.0 GPA. He got into Harvard, but he wore basketball shorts to our bullshit interviews, so we don't think he's
Dude,
ready to go to college.
If the kid got a freaking Harvard, even if you go there with your underwears on and only underwears on, they will graduate you, dude. There's no problem with that.
At our school, they were like, get out. Like, a lot of kids that finished 12th grade were like, I don't really know what to do, so I'm just going to come back to high school for a year. The principal was like, you can do that, but like after that, get out. Like, if you stay for more than a year, we're going to kick you out of the school.
I mean, in BC, you cannot be a high school student if you're older than 19.
That makes sense.
It's a law. So you basically, if you fail your grade 12 classes, you have extra 1 year to pass it. And if you don't, then you don't get to graduate from high school because you will be over 19. Maybe you can take a course that can give you a certificate that's equivalent to high school. I don't know if you call it diploma, but yeah, that was the... So people are like, don't freaking fail it. Don't fail your classes.
There used to be 13th grade in Ontario, at least, but they discontinued it when Malf and I were in 9th grade.
Was it because too many people were in the grade 13?
No, I'm pretty sure that they were just like, I don't know, they had this philosophy, from what I could tell, that like kids were coming into their first year of college over-prepared. And then, you know, that's not necessarily a bad thing, but it's also kind of like a waste of time. So if they could get them into college a year faster without it being detrimental to their education, why not, I guess. And it's like, to be honest, like when I didn't do an extra year of high school, obviously, I went to college, and like probably half of my first year college courses were just a review of 12th grade, you know, chemistry, biology, math, and calculus in particular. So
you can take those classes in high school, and
yes,
you can
I did
skip that.
As I mean, we were not at Queens, at least.
No, you have to take I think it's either AP or IB classes. And that's what my friends were doing. They're like, instead of paying money to take the same classes, I would rather pay nothing and then just like skip most of the first year university classes and save money. And I was like, yo, that's smart.
Yeah. I don't know. I just did it like by the book, and it basically worked out.
We got another Romo baby, Romo Jr.
But, you know, we also lived in a town where there were no AP courses at all. And there was one school that had IB classes, but only the rich kids went there. Well,
What? It's not public school?
I mean, yeah, it was. But, you know, we're not talking about like a, you know, population dense region where you could just choose to go to a different school. Like, I mean, you could have chosen to go to the school, but your commute would have probably gone from like 45 minutes to like 2 hours. Not impossible, I guess. Did you take a bunch of stone, or am I at the wrong chest?
There was only 20 stones, and I took them, yes.
To make fences?
Yes.
All right.
I went to mines 2 days straight.
Well, why was there only 29 stone then? Because I just got that from the quarry.
No, I got over 200. And I used them all.
I guess we need the fence anyway, so.
No, it's Project Winter. Ryan supported me. Ryan poisoned me. Inventory full.
I don't know. I feel like Malf. I mean, I don't know. Maybe Malf has embarrassing stories with other people, but pretty much like 90% of my high school experience was like Monday to Friday. You know, going to class, coming home, doing my homework, and playing video games, and then like Saturday and Sunday were all playing video games. So it's that suburban life. Didn't have that many opportunities for hijinks. At least until I got my driver's license and could actually leave the neighborhood.
But you walked most of the times.
Not really.
No? I thought you walked most of the times.
No, I mean in the wintertime you can get down to like minus 30, so you're just kind of like you're just trapped.
There's so much stuff to do, but my husband just went home.
What is there to do?
I gotta make fences. I gotta plant more flower seeds. Could you plant some flower seeds?
Yeah, where do they go?
Where my honey farm is.
You got the seeds for them?
Yeah, it's in the first chest that we ever have gotten.
Okay. Does it matter what they are?
No, it's as long as it will bloom, it's good.
Plants in summer takes 8 days to produce a flower. Plants in summer produces a bright red flower in 7 days. So not possible. Yo, there's a bunch of maple seeds and acorns here.
I will give you the sunflower seed.
I'm gonna plant some trees.
I got you sunflower seeds.
I'm gonna plant some trees.
You can plant the sunflowers too.
It's getting late. Chad, how do you get oak resin? Is it from, do you need a tapper? Or a tap? Or do you just get it by cutting them down?
We have a resin.
Oak resin or sap?
I don't know. Have you checked?
I don't know. Check the where? Check the everywhere?
My maple farm. It's oak resin here. I got it. This is my sap farm.
Where'd you get it from?
My farm! Come
Okay.
up here.
Where's your farm?
Honey. Here,
Okay.
here. Come here. See? This is my maple syrup and the resin farm. And no! Do not plant trees here!
You got any more?
No. You gotta plant oak.
Yeah. I'll plant some oaks.
That's maple!
No, acorns are oak trees.
Though you were holding not the maple seed. I mean, the oak. Ah! You were holding the maple seed. Our floor came off.
Oh, excuse me. You're not making any freaking jam here. What a waste.
Did you plant any seeds? In
I
my
did not
flower
plant
farm?
any flowers, no. You can just do it the next day. I mean, they have to bloom Like in the next 3 days, because summer's almost over.
No, the sunflower is summer and fall.
Mm. I mean, I don't know what you're getting this this fiction that I don't have enough stuff to do on my own half of the farm here.
Cause you went to bed at 8:30.
Because I'm really fast at doing my work.
I am too. I just have a lot of things to do per day. In a day. Ah! Thunder. Look away, Mouth. It's a scary thing. Apparently it was raining. Or it is raining in Toronto right now.
Mm.
And I was like, oh no, Mouth is gonna get scared.
Only if his neighbor throws stuff off the balcony.
I guess I will... No, on the last day I will pluck them. I don't have to pluck them right now.
Chad, if you're getting a tattoo, there's only one option. Like a sick greenish band of barbed wire going all the way around your bicep.
What?
It's the only tattoo I'll allow.
That's horrible.
What are you talking about? It's badass.
No, it's not.
It's BA.
It's a bad aneurysm.
Badass. Yeah, no regrets, exactly.
How do I get a large goat milk? What's so funny?
It's just a great sentence.
The goat milk?
Yeah. Oh, yo, you should get like the kanji for like
Oh my
peace.
gosh, no.
And tattoo it like right on the where the back of your neck meets your shoulder blades.
I bet all the people who got, you know, it was a trend, right? Like people were
Yeah.
getting tattooed, like kanji. I bet all these people who got that are like regretting, cause I would be if I got one. Thinking
there's like a weird-
kanji is so cool.
It's a weird period of like pseudo spirituality in North America where people were like, you know, if I get a Japanese or Chinese word tattooed on me, like it means that I'm like, you know, I'm in touch with my spiritual side, you know? It's like you resonate with it so much that, you know, you got a different language tattooed on you for life. Do you want to learn the language to guarantee what it says? Nah, it's a lot of work.
You know, like Justin Bieber also got Korean word tattooed.
Really? Well, is it Babo?
No, so his name
Hajima.
is Beaver, right?
Or,
So
well, Bieber, yeah.
he got his name tattooed in Korean, P-Ball. But then in like, well, you gotta know some Korean to understand this. But if you look at it in a different angle, it looks like it says like Pabo.
Oh, it does look like it says Babo?
Yeah.
Yo.
If you look at it like, if you just tilt it a little bit, it looks like it says Pabo instead of Beaver. So everyone's like, why did Justin Bieber get a tattoo in Korean saying stupid on his arm?
It's pretty good.
And they're like, it's not. He got tattooed of his own name, Beaver. And I'm like, but it says Pablo. And it's like, no, it's just angled, so it just looks like Pablo. But it's, like, if you Like, but then you know how it's like it's on his arm, so it's not always like perfectly straight, right? Like it's when you move your arm, and then if you look at it different angles, like it can change. So
Yeah.
like, everyone's like, so Beaver got a Korean tattooed on his arm, and it says Babo. He's stupid.
You should get a whole sleeve like The Rock.
Yeah, you can go to the mines if you want.
One second, I'm making a fermentation barrel. Did you take a bunch of copper bars, Kate?
Yeah, to make more sap for you, or sap,
Okay.
sappy
It's
thing.
fine.
No, but I'm not even using it all. I'm bringing it back.
Like, why waste so much time working out when you could just get a tattoo that obscures the actual tone and shape of your muscle?
What?
You know what I mean? You could have like a permanent skin shirt.
What?
You know what I mean?
No.
I think
I
you know what
don't.
I mean. Yeah, like a little barbed wire on your bicep is what I'm trying to say.
Just get an abs tattoo? Oh my gosh.
What about getting bow ties tattooed on the back of your thighs? Does it sound like a 303 lyric or something? That's
Dude, I have an advice for a person who's like, hey, I'm looking to get some tattoo. Any advice?
Yeah,
Do not get a tattoo due to a trend.
yeah, and
Like
don't
if there's
tattoo
a trend of
me
like
on your
some.
body
Oh, yeah, that's true. Or me.
or Kate for that matter.
It's like if there's a trend of like getting a tattoo of blah, just don't do it. It's just bad. I think people will regret it.
Don't get a tattoo of me. I'd be like, even people that get tattoos of Isaac, I'm like, I'm not trying to gatekeep, but I probably got more hours in the game than you do, and I would never get a tattoo of Isaac. Are you insane? And then people ask me, what do you think of my tattoo? And I have to not reply because I don't want to. I don't want to be like, that's sick, dude. But like, I'm also not gonna say like, you know, yikes. It's not a great decision in my opinion, but well, I don't know. It's like, I guess it's different. People like some people like to have like a milestone or like a symbolic marker on their body of you know, a time in their life to remember it by. But I'm like, I don't know, man. It's like if I got a tattoo when I was like 18, I would have gotten a tattoo of like Master Chief or something like that. Would have been an absolute horrible idea. Yeah. Or like, you know, Wayne Coyne from the Flaming Lips or something like that. It would have just been like a complete mess.
I'm glad Ryan feels the same. Cause I feel the same. When someone gets like tattoo of something and I'm just like, I don't want to gatekeep, but then like I'm more like specialized in that field than you, and I don't even have a tattoo of it. You know, I get it.
Yeah.
You really like it. It means something special to you. So, but it's like, if they were to be like, hey, do you want to comment on my tattoo because you're like specialized in this field? I'll be like, no comment.
I'll pass.
Yeah. I'm not gonna go out of my way and be like, you know, like, I have more hours in this field than you, so
Yeah.
you should not have a tattoo. It's not that. It's more like, if they come to me and then like, would you like to comment on my tattoo? I'm like, no.
I mean, we have a well, like it's more mouth than my friend, but you're aware of who he is. A friend of ours has a Rick and Morty tattoo on his calf, and
I know who this is.
And like a portal tattoo. And I'm like, you know, again, you could do whatever you like, but I think honestly, like, I think some people just like tattoos, and that's cool. Like, I don't dislike tattoos, to be fair. Like, when I see someone with tattoos, sometimes I'm like, oh, that looks pretty cool. But when I see somebody that's like untatted, but then they have like one video game tattoo on their, they have like a Homer Simpson tattooed on their elbow or something like that, I'm like, I don't know about that one.
But you know, we don't go out our ways to be like, I don't know about that one. We just don't comment on it, which is good because we don't want to comment on it.
I mean, honestly, it doesn't really bother me.
Yeah, it's their body, it's their life. I don't care.
My grandpa had a tattoo.
Only problem rises when they ask our opinion. Then it gets awkward.
I gotta stop coming down to the mines without a weapon.
Dude, we have so many weapons. Just take one.
Like, I would never... And I hope you don't take offense to this. Maybe this is one of the reasons you like watching my stream. But, like, I see other streamers, they do, like, a donation goal or something, a subscriber goal. Look, I gotta just call it out. And I'm not talking specifically about Cobalt, but he may have actually done this. He may have done this at one point, I'm not sure. Cobalt, if you're in the chat, feel free to defend yourself. But it's like, if I get X number of subs, like, I'll get this tattooed on my body. I will never do that.
I would never do that either.
I would rather...
It wasn't like this like, he chose what to be on.
Yeah, but still. I feel like I can also say this because so many streamers have an incentive that's like, if I get $10,000 in donations, I'll shave my head. And I'm like, this is just a nice little thing for you to do for an incentive, huh? That must be nice.
But that's Austin?
Austin did shave his head once. I don't know if it was for a donation goal, but it might have been.
Was it? Oh my gosh. I didn't know.
It might have been for a meme stream.
Is there a picture of Austin being bald?
Yeah, just Google Jason Statham.
Oh my god. I don't know who that is.
He's from the Fast and the Furious movies.
He just wanted to look like best friend Ryan. Oh, there's a picture.
Why is it on Ohm Records? Oh, I see.
He looks like Mr. Right. Mr. White, but younger.
He does a little bit of Heisenberg energy for sure.
Dude, it's freaking if he gets the fedora. Heisenberg.
It's not bad. It's not a bad look. No, I would never get a tattoo that says Vancouver Canucks Stanley Cup Champions 2020.
Oh my god.
Maybe 2021. That gives more time for the youth to develop. 2020 is a little bit optimistic. No, I would, even if they won, I would never get it tattooed on me. Because you never know what's gonna happen. Like, what if the Canucks win the like the Stanley Cup, and then I don't know, like the team does something 10 years later that makes the brand like completely toxic. You know what I mean?
What did you do that, dude?
I think you got it in your inventory now.
Oh, I do.
It's like, you know, you get Rick and Morty stuff tattooed on you, and then like a year later, everyone's like, "Where's my Szechuan sauce?" You know, like now you got that tattooed on your whole body, and you gotta explain it, not on your whole body, but on your body for your whole life, and then you gotta
Your whole
explain
body.
it. You gotta explain it to people, like, yeah, I got a tattoo of Rick and Morty. No, I'm not one of those fans. No, I mean, I definitely like the show because I got it tattooed on my body in permanent ink, but I'm not like one of those super diehards who was like, did anything embarrassing. Like, it's just, it's uncomfortable for me, you know? But, you know, I'm being sincere, like, you can live your life however you want. Doesn't really bother me.
Dude,
But
what
again,
if I want
really check
to
this
get
out.
a couple tattoo with you?
Yeah, but I just don't know why it has to be a couple's tattoo. Because then it feels less like you want a tattoo and more like it's a test of, like, you know, what torture will you go through for me? Which I think is
It's a
exactly what it
torture?
is. Well, it depends what it is.
I don't know. Maybe it's like something cute.
It's pretty simple. Like, if you can't think of something, we shouldn't get the tattoos.
Well, I don't know. You know, I'm just saying.
Like, it's not like naming a baby. You know, like, if you have a baby and you name it, like, you have to name it. It's a human being. You don't have to get, like, a tattoo.
That's true. You
You
got
just-
that part right. Yeah, but then
Maybe.
would you?
I don't know. I mean, you literally presented me with the most vague possible...
Let's say like it's a cute couple's tattoo, and I'm like,
yeah, but what is...
I wanna get it. I wanna have this couple's tattoo with you. Would you do it?
I don't know. What is it?
It's a cute couple.
I don't know. Is it cute? Like it's like Hatsune Miku or something like that? 'Cause then
No!
I will not. It's cute. I don't know. I can't answer without having a specific example.
As long as it's cool, then you're cool. Is that what you're saying?
If it's a good idea, then I'm good with it. Yeah.
What do you mean, as long as it's a good idea? You have to say.
You haven't presented me with an idea yet. You just say it's cute.
Yeah, a cute one.
It's just, you know, it doesn't seem like it's a necessary part of the.
Okay,
You
well,
know,
someone
it's-
said, how about like your marriage date?
Yeah. I would do that.
Really?
Yeah. Would you do that?
No.
Yeah, exactly. This is part of married life for anybody in chat that's not married. It's this. What do you want to do for dinner? And then a really bad man on TV or in a movie doing something bad, and your wife looking at you and going like, "If you ever did that, I would kill you."
Oh my god!
And then you gotta be like, "I'm not Heisenberg. I'm just a normal dude. Don't judge me based on the actions of fictional Walter White."
I told the story where I asked you, like, would you get actually mad if I draw on your bald head while you're sleeping? And then you
Yeah.
said yes, I would get extremely upset, so don't
I
do
would,
it.
I would be mad, yeah.
Chet was laughing really hard.
Yeah, would you get mad if I drew on your forehead while you were asleep?
Yeah, I would be upset.
I feel like you were searching your brain for a way to say no, but then none existed, so you were honest about it, which is nice.
But then people were like, my Chet was like, why? But he's already bald.
Yeah, I still don't want people drawing on my head. It's not what it's there for.
But then someone said, yeah, but maybe it would be a good idea to, like, doodle hair on your bald head.
It's obviously not a good idea.
You wake up with the hair on your head.
Yeah, that would go in the mirror and see just a hastily scrawled Sharpie on my forehead. Look like. I don't even want to say what I was gonna say, but I was gonna make a joke at another YouTuber's expense, who may have gotten hair tattooed on his bald head.
Really?
Apparently, it's a thing.
What?
Apparently,
For bald people?
some dudes when they go bald, they get like this, like micro, like tattoo on their scalp that makes it look like they have a hairline, and then it's just really short shaved.
Oh. I mean, I'm not bald or a dude, so I don't. Maybe it's a style.
It's a style, that's for sure. It's not Mathis. Mathis has he's a wonderful head of hair.
I still remember Mathis. Every time we're in the convention, he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm so excited! Heck yeah!" It's like 8 p.m. rolls over. Oh, I'm going to bed.
It is true.
I can't wait. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to meet you guys. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we're gonna hang out. We're gonna have so much fun. Oh, it's 8 p.m. Alright. Gotta go to sleep.
I don't want to make too much fun of Mathis, but I'm gonna. And every time he goes to these conventions, I don't know, it might be different now. I haven't seen him at a convention in a while. But like, he would go to PAX, and when like Polaris existed, he would spend all day in the like partner section of the Polaris booth where normal people couldn't get in. And we'd be like, "Hey man, what'd you do at PAX today?" And he's like, "You know, just kind of hung out in the partner lounge for Polaris, and you know, drank
lemonade.
A bunch of lemonade." Yeah, it's, every day he's just like just spending all day at the convention center drinking lemonade. But you know, actually, the older I get, the more I'm like, that's not that bad. You know, go sit in like a more comfortable area with sofas and stuff. People can't really bother you. Get some free lemonade. Maybe talk to.
Yeah, but you can just stay home.
Yeah, but you know, you couldn't talk to Markiplier at home. Well, he could, but he probably wouldn't respond.
And then we're like, Mathis, but we're gonna go eat dinner. How are we gonna go eat dinner? And then he's like, I'll just order like DoorDash or like Uber Eats. They're like, dude, you're all the way out here in Seattle. You're just gonna DoorDash your food?
He's a character.
Yeah.
He did. Well, I mean, I guess the only thing I will say is it is 3 hours offset from his time. So.
Yeah, but he doesn't go to bed.
That's true. He goes to bed. He does. He's got a sleep schedule. It's all constantly. I'm just gonna say it. It's fucked up.
Yeah.
I was trying to find a more delicate way to say it, but you know, he's got like that. I don't know if he actually has it, but he's like borderline that guy or that disease where like your body thinks that days are 26 hours long instead of 24 or something. I feel bad. Like, it sucks to not be able to like go to sleep at the time you want to go to sleep. I've been there.
He's like a cat, except he doesn't sleep. I wonder if he's still the same.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a good question.
I guess he's not coming to PAX West, huh?
No. So PAX West is like it's not even the odd one out. It's just like, it's not the same kind of marquee that it used to be. Used to be like East and West were like they were the primo like YouTuber streamer conventions because it couldn't get E3 access because we didn't have real jobs, depending on who you asked. But then when you go to PAX, they're like, oh my God, please come to our convention. But now, you know, Everybody, YouTubers, they get too much respect everywhere. Everybody's like, "Oh, come to my con, come to my con, come to my con." Now Mathis is like, I don't need to go to stinky old Seattle anymore. When I could go to stinkier Los Angeles.
That's right, he went to E3 or something, right?
He did go to E3.
I don't know. For me, I think PAX West will forever be my favorite.
Yeah, we're biased to some extent because it's like it's right there.
Well, it's not just because it's right there. Even if it, like, let's say it happens in San Francisco or LA, I think it will still be my favorite. Because thanks to PAX West, Ryan came to Vancouver.
That's true.
If it wasn't PAX West, Ryan, I don't know, maybe did not come to Vancouver. Who knows?
Who knows, indeed.
I have a good memories. And I always have fun during PAX.
That's also an embarrassing mouth story. Is after the Dishonored party. he spent all. This is actually maybe one of my favorite mouth stories. It's not that embarrassing, but all weekend he was like, "Oh man, Double Fine's there. Like, I would love to meet Tim Schafer. Like, he made Monkey Island, like so many of my favorite games when I was a kid." And then he like looked around for him for like 3 days, and then or I guess 2 days, and on the third day he was crazy hungover, and he was like sitting up against this wall drinking Gatorade, and like less than 10 meters away, Tim Schafer was just standing there like by himself hanging out. It was actually like the end of a Seinfeld episode or something like that.
I don't understand Mouth. I feel like if I'm Mouth, I would always go to PAX West because I feel like he's the one who's having the most fun during PAX West. Like, Dishonor party, dude, like, we had the drink card. That was like, you know, that's like forbidden time for some reason. Like, they gave us
this shouldn't have even happened because Kate was only 20 and she gave her ID to the bouncer. And I swear to you, he said close enough and let her in.
I had no idea.
Gave her like a 6 drink ticket thing.
I had no idea what he said. Like if you're underage, you can still go. You just don't get the drink card.
Yeah.
So I'm like, so Ryan was like, oh, you can still come, but you won't get the drink. And I'm like, that's fine. Like, I don't care. And then, this guy checks my ID and he's like, close enough. And then he just like, you're good to go. And I'm like, oh, like, I guess I'm close enough to go in, but like, I'm not gonna drink. And then they gave me the drink card and everything. And I was like, Ryan, look. And then Ryan was like, yo, how did you get that? I'm like, they just give it to me. And I'm like, sweet. And then, it wasn't even the drink card for like 2 drinks. Usually that's what's, like, nowadays it's usually like 2 free drinks. But we had like this card that had like, I don't know,
like it was 10.
10. Yeah, it was at least 10. Like 10 to 15. Like they would like just hole punch it. So they had like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think it went all the way up to like 10 or 15 or something.
Yeah, it was bonkers.
And then like every time you get a drink, they just kind of like hole punch that number, so you can't do it. So I'm just like, oh my gosh, like we can get like outrageous numbers of like free drinks, like open bar. So I'm like, obviously I didn't drink 15 freaking drinks because that's insane. And but Mouth, I think he might have almost drank like 15 or something. Like,
and
maybe
then he and I got close to the top of the whole punch card for sure.
Yeah. And like, but then like he was hanging out with all these ladies, and then they're like, oh, we gotta go, so like here is our drink card. So like then there's like, you know, we only drank 5 drinks, so you can like use the rest of them. So he had like 3 drink cards that had like, you know, like 10 drinks left. And I was like, oh my gosh, like, and I didn't really know Mouth that time because like that was the first time I met Mouth. So I was like, Ryan, is Mouth okay? Is he gonna be okay? And then you're like, I was really worried because like he was constantly drinking. So I'm like, I think he's not gonna be okay. So I was like, hey Ryan, do you think Mouth is gonna be okay? Like, shouldn't you go to him and then stop him? And then you're like, nah, you know, he's an adult. He can take care of himself. And I was like, okay, well I guess, you know, your word against mine. Like, I don't know.
Well, I
him all
mean,
that
he
much.
did take care of himself. He was
No,
just
he did
hungover.
not. He freaking.
He was just hungover. It's, you know,
He was so hungover.
it's the way she goes, boys.
And like,
What am I supposed to do? I just go over to my friend. It's like, hey, dude, I know you're like 8 drinks deep. Don't go too much harder, or you're gonna have a headache tomorrow. That
Yeah,
that
that's what I'll
part,
say.
we all signed that blood pact when we walked through the door.
I would have said, like, you know, maybe you should slow down or something. But, the next day, you know, Mouth is like, ugh, right? And then I'm like, oh, like, wake up, we gotta go. And then Mouth is like, oh, okay. And then he walks a little bit. I'm like, guys, I need to get like a Gatorade or something. You know, I'm like really dehydrated. And we're like, yeah, sure, okay. And then we got and he drank that, I don't know, tiny bottle of Gatorade whole day. He just hugged the wall. And I was like, hey Mouth, there's like a cool event going on. Like, you wanna come and check it out instead of hugging the wall? And then he's like, I'm good. Just you go ahead. I'm like, are you sure? He's like, yeah. And I'm like, okay, well, I'll just, you know, come back and check in to make sure you're okay. And then he's like, okay. And then after like 2 hours, he's still in the same position, same wall, just against the wall, sitting down. It's like, yeah, how you feeling? And he's like, oh, you know, I'm just hanging. I'm like, well, we're gonna go get something to eat. Do you wanna come? And then he was like, yeah. And then we went to like, I don't know, like
Fox Sports Bar.
yeah. And then
Now,
he got a platter, the burger
3
platter
sliders.
or something. Yeah, sliders.
Yeah, I see. I remember it vividly.
Me too. And then and then he took a bite and then like, Mouth, you okay? And then he's like, yeah, I think I just need to throw up what I just ate. And then he went, threw up, and then he's like, oh, I feel so much better now. I'm gonna eat again. And then we're like, okay. And then he takes a bite and he's like, oh, I gotta throw that up again. And then he goes and then he throws up again and then comes back and just like, he's like, okay, well, I guess I'm not eating anymore. And then, and I was like, well, I should have stopped him, like, if I knew. I just, you know, I didn't
Can't
know.
stop
Mouth all
a
that.
runaway train.
I don't know. I
You
don't
just get out of the way.
And I was so worried. I'm like, is your friend gonna be okay, Ryan? And then Ryan was like, yeah, you know, he's an adult. He can take care of himself. It's all
Nothing I
good.
haven't seen before.
And I was like, really? But now, you know, if that happens, I'll be like, Mouth, you gotta slow down, bud.
Well, yeah, we do it to slow down now. We're older.
No, not because older.
Well, but nobody slowed him
Because
down
I-
on the activation night. We all
Well, because I
kept
didn't
activating
know
his beer.
him all that much.
I-
Although
that was like-
activation night.
That was like 4 or 5 months ago.
Yeah. No, it was funny. So I didn't stop him. He kept on pouring salt in his drink. And to be fair, he didn't drink that much. That was his like 3rd beer. And I thought, you know, 3rd beer, it's like, that's not
That
a lot
doesn't
of
seem
drinking.
right.
No, you don't you know Mouth? Like, he would be like, if the waitress like comes over and is like, you want another glass of that? And then he says yes, but then he just keeps the perfectly good beer and he's drinking the old beer. So he has 2 glasses of beer. So like,
We have way more than 3 drinks.
I thought he had 3 drinks.
I mean, let me put it this way. He had 2 at dinner, I think. So like,
Yeah.
and then dinner, we ate like 5:30 p.m. and we didn't come home until like 3 a.m. I think.
No, it wasn't 3 a.m. It was like,
It was
1
like
a.m. or
last
something.
call.
Yeah, last call Pittsburgh, which is like midnight.
It's probably, I don't even know if they have last call there.
It was not 3 a.m. That's for sure.
It was, I mean, it was, I'm not trying to advocate for it. I'm just saying, it was more than 3 for sure.
Maybe it was 4 then. It wasn't a lot. It wasn't a lot of beer. And then he was like, I'm gonna activate my drink, and he kept on pouring salt in his drink. It was hilarious, so I didn't stop him. Instead, I watched him.
It was pretty funny. We didn't activate as hard the next night, though.
Well, it was the wedding night.
Yeah.
And then on
Bartender
wedding
ran out of
night,
salts.
Josh's dad, he was awesome. He brought the beer that he made, and they were really good. And like there were like hundreds of like bottles of beer. Like it was insane. And he's like, it's all yours. Just enjoy the night. And I'm like, dude, that's awesome. I wish my dad would do that.
I'm happy he doesn't. Couldn't like, I don't know what it is. It's like a lot less drinking, plus maybe getting older. But even like on Saturday, we had 2 each at dinner, and then like I went to bed like 6 hours later, and my sleep was just like bad.
What do you mean 6 hours later? Oh, I mean 6 hours later, like after we had the drink. Okay.
Yes. And I was like, man, it's like, you know, it was cool, but at the same time, was it cool enough to sacrifice like a high quality sleep? And the answer is like increasingly, definitely no.
Well, didn't you have a good sleep?
I don't know. The alcohol, it messes with your brain waves or something. Like when you completely get it out of your system, is like your body shoots out like some kind of other hormone or something like that just makes your sleep garbage.
Dude, when do we grow grape?
We forage for grapes.
I need to make a wine. I don't know. For me, I had a perfectly good sleep. It did not bother me at all. 2 drinks, I was like, I'm good. I think in that barrel, we gotta put grape.
In the
make
fermenting barrel?
Yeah.
Yeah, that
To
makes
make
sense.
the wine. We need a wine.
Unfortunately, Chad says grapes only grow in the summer.
No.
But they also said you can use any fruit. So, I mean, we have a ton of blueberries.
Can we make blueberry wine? Okay, we can make a blueberry wine. How do we make? So we just put it in this drum, right? In the barrel.
In the fermenting barrel.
Good stuff. Good stuff. We got 3 Romos.
What do you want to do for dinner tonight, Kate?
I'm all for anything.
I have to go to the grocery store, even though I went yesterday. Yo, Kate, tonight at 10 p.m., a rare and beautiful event will take place. The Moonlight Jellies will be passing by Pelican Town on their long journey south for the winter. We're all gathering at the beach to watch. You don't want to miss this.
Okay, well, let's go.
I ran out of, like, all of my precursor foods.
What does that mean?
I got no soft tortillas. I'm out of my meal prep chicken tacos carnitas. I got no freaking cashew milk. I need to buy coffee beans. I mean, I was like, oh, I'm gonna make cold brew last night. Not enough beans to make more than a day's worth of cold brew.
Why didn't you get all those yesterday?
because I didn't have a bag, so I just wanted to get stuff that I carried in my hands. So yesterday I got taco seasoning, and I got potato wedges, and I got... I don't remember the third thing.
Me neither, because I wasn't there.
Yeah, you weren't there.
Millennials and their cold brews? Dude, we make our own.
The only way I drink coffee is out of an old tin can, warmed up on a barrel that's on fire.
That's what you sound like right now, you joker. All right, Lewis, let's get this started. Yeah, launch the boat.
Oh.
Yes, the classic precursor foods.
Is that it?
See, my crab pots are doing just fine here.
Oh! It's Ryan's nightmare.
Don't hurt me, I'm Ryan.
You're so far out, too.
Hey, get away from the edge, dude. They're gonna pull you in.
Oh no. More jellies coming to get you, Ryan.
Yep. It's beautiful, though.
Is it? I thought you don't like them.
Yo, legit, if Stardew Valley actually came out for the Super Nintendo, it would be revered as having, like, the best soundtrack in video game history. That's my hot take for tonight.
Are you, like, emotional right now or something?
It's really well done. It's like a Boards of Canada remix right here. Is it just introspective, you know? It's still not it's not quite as good as
Oh my god. So the whole thing was to just see jellyfish.
I mean, I get it. They're like, hey, you know, you've just been farming for like 4 weeks straight. You got to give them something to do. I guarantee like 5% of players shed a tear at that scene.
Were you one of the 5%?
This time.
No, look!
This time, no.
Ryan's so emotional, dude. I feel like a freaking cold-hearted person.
I haven't credited a movie in a long time now. Well, I teared up a little bit when we watched Endgame again, but that's just because it's so BA.
And Lion King!
Well, yeah, I mean, that's the Lion King. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
kid's dad dies. How are you not gonna cry?
Spoiler, dude.
If you don't know what happens in the Lion King by now, I don't know what to tell you.
I don't know why, but I feel like the thought of Ryan tearing up makes me more teared up than anything. Or makes me laugh, one or the other.
It's all music. Like, pretty much all music.
Aww.
For like, I mean, I'm not saying all music makes me cry, but rather, like, it's the music does the bulk of the work. For sure. All right, chat. What's the sweet fall? Crop.
Corn.
I already got some corn growing.
Get more corn.
Get more corn. Can you make? You can't make corn into preserves though. Is there a berry?
You know what's my favorite fall fruit?
Pumpkin.
What? No.
It's not a ridiculous.
That's not even a
suggestion.
fruit.
I think pumpkin's a fruit.
Pumpkin is not a fruit. Pumpkin's a vegetable, dude.
Who cares? It's all it just goes into your stomach.
What?
You turn it into macronutrients digested.
Well, the answer to my question was persimmon.
It's kind of like a little pumpkin.
Well, I mean, I don't.
She knows I'm
agree.
right.
I don't agree with it. Pumpkin is a fruit? You know what?
I don't care. Like, to be honest, you're right in the sense you would be more likely to put pumpkin in like a vegetable-based salad than a fruit salad, for sure.
But then when you think about like, you know, pumpkin family like squash, that's not a fruit.
Yeah, but I don't know. Are squash part of the pumpkin family or vice versa? They kind of look alike.
Squash is a fruit? What the heck?
Yam seeds. Yam seeds. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when we grow you yam seeds?
Is that a song?
Yeah, it's Bad Boys. Right? They played it when Team Croatia was doing their fireworks. Bad boys, bad boys. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when we come for you? And I was like, yo, this song was a lot less problematic back in like 1996 in Canada. Now it's like, it's a little spicy up here. I mean, it's a little spicy everywhere, but you get what I mean. It's kind of weird for like a hip hop band to be coming out with a song that glorifies the police, you know? NWA was like, you know, F the police, coming right out the underground. And then Inner Circle was like, you know what? Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? We salute you, sirs. Keep our nation's finest. Keep it up.
You gotta put minerals in the mineral box, Ryan.
Okay. Understood. I hope you like cranberries.
Oh, let's go. I love cranberries. I like persimmon the most. I think persimmon might be my favorite fruit. I don't know, it's pretty close. I really like apple. It's hard to say.
Honestly, I'm more of a banana man.
Banana is your favorite fruit?
Become more of a banana man, I would say. Just, it honestly is not taste, is 100% just like a convenience factor. Convenience plus taste equals banana wins, I think.
Kinda lame.
Oh, I don't have a hipster favorite fruit. Oh, I meant to say yuzu.
I mean, it's not, I don't know. Banana is kind of like, you kind of, you know, like you said, it's just you eat them because it's there. It's not like, I cannot wait to eat bananas.
Oh, you should try streaming some more Dicey Dungeons then, if you think that you don't need to. I was craving a banana. I was like, hey, get this potassium and, I don't know, like 30 grams of carbohydrates into my body ASAP, please.
Freaking Austin is underneath this cow and I'm trying to milk this chicken. I'm not trying to milk this chicken. I want to milk the cow. How come fall music is sad?
I think, you know, because the things are dying.
What?
You know, like all the
Things don't die in fall.
We're only a season away from all the crops dying. Please let me out. I need to get to town ASAP. Dun, 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 dun. Gotta get to the store before it closes. I need to buy 8 cranberry seeds. Don't close the door in my face. Pierre, you son of a... 450. Pierre. Please.
Oh, you got in?
I need the cranberry seeds. Pierre. Thank you. Okay.
Oh,
We're good.
let's
We're good.
go.
He just... As I was paying, he just walked away from the cash register, but I still got it. Ooh, busy day at the store. Had one customer twice today. This is what people are like in a small town. Anybody else
I
stop?
don't know, but you know, so.
Yeah. Anybody else stopped at the same light as you? You're like, ooh, heavy traffic today. Must be the must be the Cranberry Festival. Oh, is the Odessa Fair this weekend? Heard they brought the skee ball tower this time. Have the salmon started to spawn?
Dude,
All right.
do you think tourists actually go watch salmon, like, what's that, like, up the stream thing?
Yeah.
Dude, that's fucked up, dude.
In Napanee, they go watch the salmon. They go up the freaking Strathcona River.
That's fucked up.
It's not, like, I wouldn't say that. It's the F word. Red snapper. When does it... The red snapper can only be caught in the summer.
Oh no! I think you're fishing all day!
I stopped because the red snapper wasn't spawning, because it spawns in the freaking rain.
Oh no.
Whatever. I've greatly expanded our ability to get capital this year. Wood skip can only be caught in the spring or winter. Ghost. Wait, no. Is it ghost? It is ghost fish. Ghost fish. Kill ghosts in a dungeon or fish in the underground lake at level 20 or 60. Okay. Night fishing. You want to catch a walleye. Fish caught while raining in fall.
Hey, it's fall.
Yeah, but
not
it's
raining.
not raining. Largemouth bass. Caught in the lake by the mines during day in any season. Sturgeon. 6 a.m. to 2 a.m. during the summer and winter? Excuse me? How did I miss that?
I guess you didn't go as soon as you could. I don't know. There's a monster something whatever that you can make the baits into, or them into a bait.
Yeah. Monster goo.
Did you use it? I left it there for you.
I do not need.
You don't need baits?
No, I just buy it. It's cheap.
Oh,
We're loaded anyway.
are we though?
I think so.
But we gotta use money to expand our home.
Is that where you go with this? I don't know.
You like you said, you gotta make your own fun.
I had a good time on this stream, expanding our fermentation barrels and jam preserve jars, whatever the heck they're called.
I also made stone fences.
Yeah.
Well, the reason why watching the salmon go up the stream, and I think it's effed up, It's because most of them die doing so.
Yeah.
And there are a lot, like, it smells bad because they're all like rotting and dying and flies everywhere and like, I don't know. Like, why do you want to watch that? I don't want. That's not my definition of having a good time.
Let me give it to you straight, because there's like literally nothing else to do.
Yeah, I would rather do nothing than watching animal die.
I mean, isn't that you don't go to
can't-
watch
can't
the
eat 'em.
animal? You don't go to watch the animal die. You go to watch the animal swim.
End up dying.
The whole river is packed with fish. I'm not saying
Nature
it's-
raw and beautiful.
It's not that exciting. I'm just saying. There's nothing else to do. Like,
You get mauled by bears, just like the Project Winter. Bears, bears.
you gotta keep in mind this is before Wi-Fi existed too. So like, you know, if you're out in the area, there's nothing else to do.
Too soon.
Nobody on their cell phones, just living in the moment.
We'll do this. This will be the last day for today.
Okay.
I really also liked when there was a bear, and then you're like, Marv is the killer. He brought the bear. He brought the bear.
That man deserves a medal because somehow he convinced 6 other people that his story was more convincing than mine. When my story was that a bear killed me and then Mouth hit me 4 times with an axe in the face. And his story was I somehow maneuvered the like Mouth in between the bear and myself in some kind of like incredible move of preternatural agility. And then me and the bear tag teamed Mouth and he only barely got away. Like I had somehow allied the bear to my cause, and
I just really like it because when someone, you know, get caught by lying, they're like, well, you got me. I'm sorry, I lied. Instead, he's like, I was just lying. Like, he just straight up, like, you know, it's like, okay thing to do. It's like, I was just lying. And everyone was just like, oh, okay. And then they just moved on.
Even like after the stream, some of the people on the subreddit were like, you know, it's still possible he could have been misinterpreting Mouth's actions, in which case he would have gotten an innocent survivor killed. It's like, he hit me with an axe 4 times. Like, I can't be mad at Mouth. That's the way the game is played. But I'm mad at the other 6 people, and then like a subset of the people watching. I'm like, maybe he hit you 4 times by accident. You don't know that. In fact, it's pretty suspicious that you would accuse him after he hit you 4 times. Like, everybody makes mistakes, except for you, traitor. Vote to exile you.
Oh, it's so funny.
Yo, I caught a legendary fish, Kate.
Oh my gosh, the hatfish?
Yo, it's Agi.
Oh, let's go.
I gotta get another table.
There's other house. You can put it on the other table. Can I not take the hay out of the thing? It's the new season.
You just, even when Dan's not the traitor, you can't let him get in your head, because he'll just suck all the productivity out of you. Instead, you're like busy. I was busy making circuits or something like that, and he's like, I will give you my cooked meat, but what will you give to me in exchange for my cooked meat? And I'm like, dude, we don't have time for this. I'm like, you screw you, you can just keep it. And he's like, it's a new season. It's
It was like for the first time whenever we played on the player deduction game or whatever. It was first time that your chat was not. It's Kate. It's Kate. It's Kate. Every time whenever we played together, it's always been like, it's Kate.
I mean, it was great for me because like I've never had such a unified chat in my favor, I think. And then when I went to the subreddit after, it was actually, to be fair, even though I complained about it a second ago, it was like 90% I would be mad if I was Ryan. And I was just drinking those comments up. I was like, this isn't normally the kind of reaction I get here. So I really appreciate it.
I was laughing so hard when someone in Ryan's chat was like, Kate might be one of the least honest sounding person in the world. And I was laughing so hard onto that. I was like, I'm the least honest sounding person in this whole planet.
I think your strategy, you have like a meta strategy, which I need to adopt something, not necessarily the same one, but like you kind of, I don't say you act suspicious, but you know, even when you're a survivor, you kind of throw out little nuggets of like, maybe I'm the neighbor, maybe I'm the traitor. And what that means...
I actually don't. People just think I am. I don't understand. I'm just genuine the whole time.
Well, let me rephrase. You play the same way the whole time.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
No matter what your role is, which means that,
yes.
you know, I think people are like less, like they don't have you pegged as easily. Unfortunately for me in Project Winter, I played 4 of the same game, and
what do you mean they don't peg me easily? They always say it's me. I'm the killer.
Yeah, but then you succeeded in spite of it.
Dude, I rewatched the part where the Birdman gets killed, and I was like, oh my gosh, I need help. Birdman's getting killed, oh my gosh. And the Birdman's just screaming like, ah! Ah! And then your chat was like, oh, it's Kate. It's Kate. And I'm like, dude, I'm right here. And Birdman's screaming because the killer is killing. Like, how can it be me? And the whole time, chat was like, it's Kate. It's Kate. Don't trust Kate. I was like, how? How?
Please, sir. I wish to catch a single largemouth bass.
And I thought because of, like, you know, if I just sound suspicious whole time, then I thought Dan would be on the pedestal when he was playing Project Winter. Like, I thought everyone would be like, it's Dan, it's Dan, it's Dan. But no one said it's Dan. I was like, what?
I mean, I accused Dan a lot, to be honest. But
your chat wasn't. Your chat weren't like when it was so different from when I'm playing. They're like, it's Kate. It's Kate. Don't trust Kate.
I mean, the only time Dan killed me was when he was a survivor, so.
It's true. It's true.
In fact, I think his best game as the traitor was probably when he was the survivor. He managed to kill 2 other survivors just like by walking up
Blood
to them and smashing them.
Blood in your hand. You will not live free. You have blood in your hand. And then you are the only one like who did not vote the exile on him.
I rezzed him. Literally like 20 seconds before he murdered me. And then you can, if you even watch the clip, I res him, and then he started attacking me and he killed me. And I actually looked at the camera and said, yo, Dan's really good. Or like, I respect that social engineering. Because I honestly thought that he was the traitor, but just died in the blizzard, and then was like so mad about it that it overrode my logic circuits, and I was like, "Oh, I'll resurrect you, don't worry." But then, so I was like, "Respect." That's you preyed on my emotions to get me into a false sense of security. But then when I found out he was a survivor, I was like, "What the hell?"
It was so funny.
It doesn't even make any. It doesn't even make any sense to me. I was like, I didn't vote you out. And I didn't, and I rezzed you when you died in the blizzard. Like, why are you killing me? If he had been the traitor, I would have been like, that's very well played. But because he was a survivor, is the exact opposite.
You will pay. You will pay for this. It was so funny.
Dan did say bro as well. That threw me for a loop.
I thought you were playing it up. I think you truly believed. Like,
I've never heard him say bro before in my entire life.
And I thought you were playing it up, like saying like, "Hey, he never says that." But I was like, I'm sure he says bro, but then I couldn't recall when was the last time he said bro.
It was highly suspicious.
Bro. I was like, I don't know, it was pretty funny. I had a good time. I actually did miss your chat not accusing me because I wasn't in the game. I liked when your chat accusing me all the time, like every game. And there are people who get like, who want to defend me. It's like, chat, Kate has only been a killer like once and you keep saying it's Kate every game. And I'm like, I love it.
Kate, you want to see this anglerfish?
Oh, hell yeah.
Bro. Okay.
Oh,
I don't know
it's
if I can.
this main home?
I don't know if I can.
Yo, I see it!
Oh, you can see.
Why does it looking at me?
You put up a heck of a fight. Let me tell. No, do not eat angler. Pop this and here you go.
Why is it looking at me? Look. What does that look? It's looking down. Looking down on me.
Can you put him on the dresser? No.
Probably not. Yeah, he does look like the Pepe. Pepe the frog.
You can put him in the dresser.
Why did you skip this house?
What's in there?
Nothing.
Well, you know what? That's where the next
Angler.
next legendary goes there, I guess.
People also really like my baklava.
That's another good clip.
What you drew is not baklava, it's balaclava. Dude, wait, hold on. Okay, I'll end the stream so you can go.
Thank
But
you.
I'm gonna, while I'm ending, I would like to clarify the word walrus.
All right, but before you do, what do you want for dinner? We have Beyond Burger stuff. That's at your leisure, though.
Maybe we can have hot bar.
We
Hot
could,
bar?
but it might be a little late. But it's up to you. If
Hot
you,
bar.
if you finish in a reasonable amount of time.
Yeah.
Okay, no problem.
Okay. Thank you for joining me.
My pleasure. See ya.
See you. Okay, so the story behind the walrus. Me thinking why walrus was a whale was because when I saw the word, it reminded me of the Whale Lord, the Pokemon. And I was like, oh, Dan was talking about how it takes 400 candies to evolve Whalmer into Whale Lord. And I'm like, I'm gonna draw Whale Lord. Because, like, the whole thing, the only thing that was in my head was thinking about Dan talking about Whale Lord and how it takes 400 candies to evolve it from Whalmer. So I'm just like, oh, it's gonna be a great drawing. So I drew Whale Lord without thinking about anything when I just saw the word Walrus. So after I drew it, and then they're telling me, like, that's not Walrus, right? And then I was like, oh my gosh, he is right. Walrus is the with the tusk and everything. Like, we went to the aquarium like this summer, obviously like 2 months ago, and we saw the walrus, and we were like, yo, that's a cool walrus. Like, I obviously know what walrus is. We saw it in the aquarium, and we were like commenting on it too. But it's just, for some reason, at that moment when I saw that word, it reminded me of the Whale Lord, and because of Dan, and it only I don't know why. It's just like Whalmer. From Whalmer, it takes 400 candies to evolve Whale Lord, and I was just thinking about that. I was only thinking about it when I saw the word, so that's why I drew Whale Lord. Not because I don't know what walrus is. It was just that. But then, to be fair, baklava and balaclava, that's honest. I don't know. I didn't know. I didn't know. And then someone in the chat said, like, hey, there's a Vancouver famous baklava guy. And I'm like, dude, oh my gosh, you're right. I freaking met him, and I bought the baklava from him. And I was like, dude, it's so good. And then I brought the whole box to home, and then I made Ryan eat it. I'm like, dude, I got it from the baklava guy, the famous Vancouver baklava guy. And then Ryan was like, yo, it's awesome. And I'm like, yeah. And then I was like, oh my gosh, I know what baklava is. I freaking bought the baklava from the baklava guy. And then I drew balaclava. And I was like, I gotta actually read the word instead of just kind of like glance the word and paying attention to the story. I just glanced the word, and I was paying attention to what was happening with the Discord, and then freaking drew Whale Lord and the balaclava. Oh. Was the baklava guy wearing a balaclava? No. He's a famous baklava. There's a famous baklava guy in Vancouver. Like, he goes around subway stations and sells like his homemade baklava, but it's like one of the best baklava ever. So he's really famous, and once I saw him in front of a station, and I was like, dude, that's the baklava guy. And then I got like, I don't know, like 20 baklavas or something like that. It wasn't pricey, but I mean, like, it wasn't cheap. But yeah, it's like actually he's famous in Vancouver. Like, people actually try to track him down cause like he's just like one man who makes the baklava and sells it on like random days. It's not like he has a store. So like, people track him down, like, yo, the baklava guy is here, and then like people rush over and then buys his baklava and stuff. But yeah, I totally know what baklava is, but I just also fucked that shit up. I had baklava, and it was amazing. Like, well, from the famous baklava guy. So I don't know, it's better than the usual baklavas, but his baklava was amazing. I can tell you that. Ryan will say the same thing. It made for some great clips. I was so scared. Like, I really hoped that people didn't think, I don't know, like, I hope people don't think that I'm like actually like an idiot thinking like walrus is like a whale. Oh, it's literally, when I saw that word, it just reminded me of Whale Lord, like Dan talking about the Whale Lord, like, and how cute it is and everything. Like, the Whale Lord is amazingly cute, and like how in like Pokemon Sword and Shield you can ride the Whale Lord, and I'm like, dude, that's gonna be amazing. And like, that was the only thing that was in my head. I'm like, oh, Whale Lord is so cute, and how like Dan was talking about it, like needs 400 candies, and then I wasn't thinking. It's like, it's honest, like, just misread the word. Like, it wasn't like, oh, I don't know what walrus is. Let me draw freaking, I don't know, like, whale. Like, I really do hope to at least most of people would know that it was just me not actually reading the word clearly and making a mistake instead of me, like, stupid, like an idiot who doesn't know what walrus is, you know? It was just a goof. No one thinks that. I hope so. I do really hope so. I was worried a little bit. But yeah, that was the story. That was the story. Yo, I'm trilingual. Join the group. Trilingual fams. Yeah, I really do like the clip. If you haven't seen the clip, I will show you the clip while as I am ending the stream, because it's but it's not.
I think
Which one do you want? Do you want the balaclava, or do you want the? I think the balaclava is like funnier than baklava, or than the walrus, because the walrus. Nelia exploded in the middle of dungeon because of it. That's awesome. It has 1.5 views already. Holy crap. Can't believe it. Y'all, probably not Amir. Thank you very much for the sub gifts. Thank you so much. Thank you. Alright. Here, let's...
The algorithm really prefers.
Oh yeah, just having
videos
the
over
10
10
minute
minutes long.
Yeah. You're not gonna like this, but it's not what this is either.
It's not.
Oh my god, is this? Yeah, that's baklava, huh? Yeah, all right. That is. So what you have drawn is a balaclava.
Yep, that's it. Okay, you know what? Since it was so good, I will show you the whale one too. This one only has 87 views. I think maybe people don't really like this one as much as the.
Know what I mean? I can't stand it.
What? What?
So come on, Bailey.
That's not one of these.
Oh no.
Oh no, really?
Oh.
How did you guess it?
The giraffe.
The letters.
What?
That is very off.
Oh no.
It's not?
No, the walrus
No,
is the
no
big
way.
one with the tusks that's like 800
Oh,
pounds and
that's
lays
right.
around. Yeah.
How did you guess it right?
Yeah, how did you get
It gave
that,
me
man?
the two letters on there, and I was like, "This isn't a whale." Did she? What is?
Oh my gosh. But anyways, that was yesterday's NLSS, so you can go watch that VOD on Ryan's channel. Anyways, thank you so much for the support tonight with a lot of sub gifts and during the bounty as well. I'll see you guys tomorrow with more Fire Emblem. Thanks for watching, everybody. Goodbye. Whoop.
Yo, this thing's open, dude.
Yo, this is open. Okay. I am suspicious. It's you, isn't it? Nah, it is you.
It's not me. So,
It's actually you.
hey, you got a gear in your hand right now? Hey, come back. I'll maintain a safe distance, but I'm not letting you out of my sight.
Ryan's a traitor.
He's a liar. Malv is a traitor.
Ryan's a traitor. Help me.
Malv is clearly the traitor based on his tone of voice.
It is Ryan.
Dude, actually, what are you talking about, though?
Well, how
It's
many people
Ryan.
here?
Kill.
Five?
I'm right here.
I locked Ryan in that room, and all of a sudden there's a bear
Look.
trap there.
I stepped on my own freaking situation here.
Freaking gun on him, so I took his gun.
Well,
Yeah, I think
I'm
we're
glad
saving
somebody
Ryan by
listens to
research. We're
reason.
outta here. Yeah, Ryan absolutely did.
It might have
Alright.
also been so when Mathis left, he left in a solo thing and he screamed at me, "Dan's the traitor, Dan's the traitor."
It's
So
Bear.
that
It's
means
Bear.
Dan's
It's
dead
Bear.
now.
Yeah,
Oh,
so he knew
shit,
that.
it's
Does that
Bear.
mean
So-
Mathis is the other one?
So am I dying? Don't let me die! Don't let me. I nailed him. I nailed him.
It's so much more dramatic.
It's Birdman! It's
Ah,
Birdman!
it's Bourbon! Kill Bourbon!
Fearless.
Yeah, let's go! Ryan, get in! He's dead!
I got a kill. I got a kill.
Come on in, dude. Come on in.
He's saying I'm innocent.
Save me! No!
Yeah.
Scott, save me! Oh, it's not innocent? It'll escape. You can't. Come on.
Oh
Wait,
no.
he's the traitor. I knew it.
We did it.